Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to League Lads, brother. I'm Hectic Fred. We got Flaxy and we got Joe. Suey's not here because Suey's getting married on Sunday. So he won't be here the week after either because he's going to Bali. Hashtag Chappelle Corby.
Bali
Congratulations to Big Suey. We're going to have a big celebration on Sunday. It's going to be a good one. We're all going to be there, I'm assuming. So it's going to be a lot of fun, cuz. And we wish him the best. But we got League Lads here today. Now, boys, I'm not going to lie. We might have to speed run some of this episode because we recorded for like an hour and then fucking shit went haywire and we had to start again. So if we have to speed run the Panthers game because they're talking Cleary and speed run some of the shitty games, we apologize, but it's fucking 9:42, bro. So we just want to get the fuck out of here, bro.
Mate.
Guys, I'm going to start off, mate, because it's been a fucking very, very, very good couple of weeks for the Lebanese boys, man. That's why I got the League Lids Lebanese hat on, bro. Because cousin Adam, the way he had a fucking blinder, signs a new deal with the Tigers. Bloke got into a punch on with his own coach and played so good for the next month that they gave him another deal, cuz. Alex Twell's been playing good. Jacob Krad's playing out of his mind, even at fullback, cuz. And he's going on Matty John show, bro. We got honorary Lebanese man Bailey Hayward now signing another 2 years extension.
Milky.
So, mate, it's a good week for the Levs, bro. And if you fucking like representing your country, cuz, whether it's Lebanon, whether it's Samoa, Tonga, cuz, these League Leads boys, they got everything for you, cuz. Hats, caps, fucking towels, rugby balls, cuz, with the fucking country pattern on them, bro. It's the best shit. Whatever fucking country you represent, League Leads have got them, cuz. So make sure to jump onto fucking League Leads. I'll put the link in the description and I'll give you a discount code as well. It will help us out. It will help you out, cuz. We want you to be repping your country, cuz. No better way than with fucking League Leads. Now, boys, we had a fucking good week of rugby league this week, mate. Like some fucking absolutely stellar games, bro. And we're going to start off chronological order, cuz. Melbourne Broncos, bro. Now, I'm not going to lie, this game was going to be fucking amazing until 1 minute stretch happened where it was like somebody threw a grenade on the pitch and it hit 3 Broncos players.
That was one play, bro.
Craziest 30 seconds of passage play I've seen in a long, long time. The coach makes this great intercept run. He's breaking tackles. He's thinking for all money he's going to score. Then right at the death, Cobbo gets him. We'll talk about the Cobbo try saver, then we'll talk about the ramifications.
Yeah, Cobbo, bro, he got done by Tom Dearden last year or the year before, and then he got fucking Xavier Coates back, bro.
Xavier Coates got Dearden, right? Wasn't it?
No.
He chased
Dearden got Cobbo.
Oh, yeah.
Dearden got Cobbo, and now Cobbo got Coates. He gave him a taste of what he experienced last year.
Yes, sir.
And fuck me dead, that would have been an amazing try because he beat 2 players and then still nearly got there. And fuck me dead, he was this close.
It was simultaneous. He gets taken out of play and puts the ball down. If that gets called as a try, that goes up to as a try, they'll probably confirm it. And then
very, very hard to overturn that simultaneously.
It's only because they went up as no try. That was the defining factor.
Fucking amazing, mate. It was such a sick game. I honestly thought Brisbane were going to win this game until the ramifications of this intercept happened, mate. Ezra Mem threw the intercept. Ezra Mem got injured. And then out of nowhere, bro,
the sniper.
Fucking sniper struck our good friend Adam Reynolds' brother. And then Cobbo fucked his hamstring up, making the fucking...
But then the thing was he may have injured himself, but he played on until literally the last minute, and then his hammy blows out, and then that's where it got all worse.
My whole thing was I saw Adam Reynolds go down, and like you just saw him, like he was running, and boom, like, and then he starts limping, and you're like, shit. Like, you feel bad for him. It's Adam Reynolds, right? Like, you know, the poor guy, man. Just let him finish off healthy, and then all of a sudden you look at it, and then, oh, shit, Ezra Mam is also gone. So you just didn't expect it. You'd think the conditioning coach is gonna get it one. That's 3 hamstrings.
Cuz that's fucked.
In like one go.
That's beyond conditioning. That's just bad luck, bro. That's like someone cast a spell on them, cuz. And poor Adam Reynolds. This bloke is one of the most unlucky players in rugby league history. He's the Chris Paul of the NRL, except he has a ring, right?
Yeah.
Fucking amazing player. Everywhere he goes, they make finals and play well. But he just has too many fucking injuries at the worst times, bro. And I feel bad for him, man. And he's a great player, and I wish him a speedy recovery. He's the only one that could potentially come back, but I highly doubt it.
Again, you look at the ramifications of this. Obviously, the time could not have been any worse. Round 23 of the NRL, finals is right around the corner. Broncos are picking up some form. You lose your main halfback who he unlocks the weapons in their team, Ezra Mam. And like he's obviously a bit of controversy, whatever. he's still a good player.
Did they turn that around when Ezra came back?
That's what kind of locked them in.
Well, kind of, but again, he came back. They weren't winning games, and then I think it was someone else came back, and then they started winning. Oh, Ben Hunt came back, and then they unlocked like their 5 in a row or something. Like they went on a mad run with Ben Hunt. But anyway, the point is they lose 2 of their key spine members and one of their main outside backs. I know they've got players like Karapani, Arthurs who could replace him, but it's more their halves pairing that's going to be an issue. We all know Hunt's going to be at halfback, or he could even be at 5'8" potentially. We know that, but it's whoever is pairs up alongside him is where I think it's going to be.
I think it'll be Billy Walters.
I reckon so, but again, some people made the argument maybe Walsh. Maybe I don't think it will, but there's a chance.
Yeah, I think that's a real chance. I'm keen to see what the lineup card looks like tomorrow. But boys, Melbourne did look really good. Broncos didn't end up scoring after the injuries. After those injuries, they were just cooked, bro.
You know,
It's taken them out of the top 8.
Yeah.
But again, I'll give credit to maybe not top 8, top 4 most.
Well, they're definitely not making the top 4, but I just think that's, you got 8 teams in the top 8. Warriors are going to be one of them. Broncos are going to be one of them. I think now this is a 6-team race. So
Even 5 team, I think you can say.
I don't know, man. There's certain teams at the moment, the top 8, who they might fall out. Especially some teams in the bottom 9.
I think the Dolphins are going to fall out. I've always said they're going to fall out. But
you reckon
falling
Manly
out.
going to take them over?
No, I think the Roosters are going to take them over.
Roosters will take them.
No, that's fair.
Yeah, they're same points now, bro.
That's it. It's all up for and against now.
Yeah.
And I think again, we'll get the Dolphins a bit later. We'll stick with Broncos and Melbourne. Look, Melbourne just doing Melbourne things. I have noticed though at times when they're not really flaring an attack, they'll just kick to Coates because they know 8 out of 10 times he's gonna score in the corner.
Yeah.
Like even in this game, what did they do when their attack wasn't like really firing?
Just kick the coats.
Like there was literally, I think, in the second half, it's like they're on Munster's like on the short side, and his last tackle, so you would think he would pass it to like his halfback, he'd kick it right. He looks this way and goes, okay, I'm just going to chip it over to you, and Coates catches it and scores. Like it's a common cheat code. Even with Eli Katoa, they're the 2 main aerial threats, and that's what makes them so deadly. That they have weapons like that. They also have Tyron Wishaw who can just break tackles and scores. That great try he scored. But again, it's just Melbourne doing Melbourne things. It's clinical, and there's a reason why they've been the number 1 favourite team to win this comp since day 1.
Yeah, but I still think there's a lot of weaknesses in this team, and they haven't really looked like Melbourne all year.
Well, yeah.
Since round 1, bro, they haven't looked like the Melbourne that we've been expecting them to look like.
Well, even in round 1, halftime was 46-0, and then they did what they've been doing all year. They took the foot off the gas.
Yep.
And like I understand with Storm, like obviously they're in the top 4 right now. They're still great in terms of being able to be in the top 4, but compared to previous years, this is like the least scariest Storm team I've ever seen.
They look human. They look
human.
Yeah.
It's like when Iron Man hit Thanos and said, "Oh, all that for a drop of blood," but like there's blood.
Good reference.
Yeah.
So
Fucking cold ass reference, boys. Quick question: do we all agree that it was a penalty try?
Yeah.
I think as long as they stay consistent, I'm going to be a happy man. I think we just want consistency, man.
And considering some of the penalty tries are awarded this week, and this one was like the fairest one.
Yeah, I agree.
like my whole thing is I just want consistency to the rules. Like because a lot of people are saying, "Oh, this isn't part of the rules," and certain games this week happened where there were things that went or calls that went against what the rule is. I just want consistency to the rules.
They've been calling this penalty try aerial thing all year. Any time a kick goes up and 2 players contest it, if one player catches the other one, like tries to protect themselves from falling, it's automatically called a tackle in the air.
Yeah.
Which has been a bit annoying. Obviously, we had Bizarre instead of Origin had that issue.
I was going to say, you're going to see a point where the exact same type of play is going to happen, but it's a player trying to protect himself, and it's going to be called tackle in the air when it's not a tackle in the air. It's common sense that needs to happen.
But it's also sometimes it's one of the oldest sayings. It's the what is he supposed to do sort of thing. Like, what else is a player meant to do when they're in the mid-air to try and contest a ball? Like, shit just going to happen.
Because you got to understand, like, obviously when you're slowing it down to like 300 seconds of a second or whatever it is, you can see in slow-mo what's happening. But, like, it's a split-second decision. Like, you don't have enough time to actually register what you're going to do before it actually happens as a player. So,
Very true. We all want consistency though, boys. I think that's the big thing. Now, rapid-fire question, a yes or no question, boys. Start of 2027 season, what jersey is Cam Munster going to be in?
I think he's going to be in a Perth jersey. And he's going to have that Bears emblem.
I think he's gonna have a Perth jersey on too, bro.
Perth?
There are two reasons why I think Perth.
Bro wants his pay. He got one last payday, bro.
Because Perth are going to have the money to give him a massive wicket. And you got to remember, Perth, they're building a franchise.
I guess it's the marquee signing. You have that one marquee
They need
signing.
one.
Everyone's had that.
And
Dolphins had that.
Who better than Cameron Munster to come over to Perth and then build a system around a decorated player like him?
But will Storm want to let him go? That's the thing.
Craig Bellamy literally said if he wants to go, we won't stop him.
Exactly. That's the
Well,
sign
was it?
point
Yeah,
to
well,
know.
that's right, because he was going to sign somewhere else, but then...
Redcliffe.
Yeah, that's right. He was
But
going to
then
go to
he
Redcliffe, and then he stayed because he got a call.
Try and win. I don't want to come last, his lines, but yeah, I think Perth, if you want to start a franchise, he's one of the players that are available.
Yeah.
That you probably want to start your franchise with, because what Cam Munster brings will spread across the rest of the fucking lineup, bro. And I think that's what you want to do.
Nah.
What'd you just fist pump?
Tracy is officially going to be named tomorrow.
Hell yeah, motherfucker.
All right.
But all right, boys.
But one other thing, there was a discussion the boys had in the earlier recording. The potential player that could pair alongside Ben Hunt. They've got some good players coming through.
I know, mate. Kobe Black was one of the ones that we brought up, but I just don't think they're going to pull the trigger on him yet.
I don't think so, because you have a look. This guy captained the under-19s Maroons and won their first ever under-19 State of Origin match. He's obviously had a lot of praise built around him. Again, you got a lot of these halves players coming through. The clubs that are mentoring them know there's not many good halves at the moment. So we've got this talented kid. Let's keep him and let's build him. Yeah. And I think at this point in the season, where top 8's on the line now, because Broncos don't have the easiest run home. They got Dolphins this week, then they got Newcastle the week after, then they got Cowboys who might lift for that game because obviously Queensland derby, and then they got Melbourne again. And of course Melbourne could be resting, maybe not, but there's a good chance Broncos might fall out of the 8 potentially. Probably won't happen, but there's a good chance if they don't win their games. So I think Kobe Black a bit too early. Don't throw him in a deep end like that straight away. But at the same time, there's not really any other options they've got.
Yeah, you got Blake Moser, you got Billy Walters, you got Reece Walsh, and then you got Kobe Black. But I think the best fit next to Ben Hunt is probably Kobe Black. Kobe's kicking game is amazing. I think he's a generational talent. And listen up, maybe there is no pressure on him anymore, because I think most Broncos fans are writing off their chances of winning this year. So it might be the perfect time to put him in, because you got to start thinking about next year maybe if you're a Broncos fan and a Broncos coaching staff as well. Like you might have to say, listen, we might not be able to compete this year because of the injuries that we've had and they're all season enders pretty much.
Well, yeah. Again, the only one I've seen is Adam Reynolds was 4 to 6 weeks, but have they said how long Mam's gone for?
They've said those two are out for the season.
Well, even if they make finals, out for far out. See what I mean? Like stuff like that's rough. Like mainly Mam, they needed him because he unlocks that left side. He unlocks that for him.
Yeah, but I'm keen to see what happens with Brisbane. The team sheet Tuesday is going to be a fucking good one, bro. Boys, Knights v Panthers was the next one. We're not going to talk about it too much because
you can talk.
There's
you can
Talking
check
Cleary, mate. Poo Poo Panthers.
Talking
podcast.
Cleary podcast.
Even that one had a bit of issues, so you won't see Mitch's camera, but you'll see Flaxy. We're very sorry for the inconvenience because
greatest looking bloke.
Flaxy the whole fucking time, bro. I'm not going to say the joke I was going to say because I've been saying it all day. SH, lad. SH. That's all I'm going to say. But, yeah, you'll have the Talking Cleary podcast, boys. But we'll talk about it a little bit. I just wanted to give a big shout out to fucking Blaze Talangi. He's unbelievable fucking player.
He's the future of Penrith. And look, like I've been saying this for a bit now. That 6, that 4, Casey McLean and Blaze Talangi, that is going...
2.
Number 2, Milky.
Maybe number 5. I think it's number 5.
Milky Jenkins, mate.
Both of them,
realistically. Obviously Cleary's... Well, he's in his prime now. He's 27 years old. But once he gets into the, 30s and that, who's going to be right in their prime? Blaze Talangi. And if we can build around them and build our future around them, mate, I know people hate to see it, but Penrith is still going to be up top for a long, long time.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, bro. I think number 5's probably coming, bro. And I think the only team that can stop them from winning number 5 is us or Melbourne.
And yeah, realistically,
not the Raiders.
I don't think the Raiders are a threat to you.
I'm sorry because
the Raiders.
Because Cleary's kicking game will just beat Coex. That's their
and also everybody knows about all the good teams know what the Raiders' weaknesses are. The fact that Kyle Weeks cannot catch, the fact that Sebastian Chris cannot tackle. This is how, we'll talk about it later, how dumb Andrew Seabold is because he figured it out
Andrew.
on accident. Anthony or Andrew?
You said Andrew's Anthony.
I thought it was Andrew.
No, Anthony.
Anthony Seabold, biggest fucking moron, bro.
Well,
Flogs the
We're
fuck
over
out
those
of Raiders the first fucking game. Starts Tommy Talau right center this week when he had Ruben Garrick literally
scored 4 tries last
four
time.
tries on Sebastian Chris. Fucking 2 of them were like fucking one-on-one. Get the fuck off me, cunt.
Like Fensville, that's.
I'm telling you, if they played Ruben Garrick, because they had a million possessions on their line, couldn't score. You switch Talau and you switch Ruben Garrick. I don't give a fuck about lefty righty. You switch the two, the Manly probably win that game.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm very interested to see what happens. I like
Kyle
the Raiders.
cannot catch, bro.
I know. I'm just
Nathan Cleary will do to Kyle Weeks what he did to fucking Josh Mansour, Tane Milne, fucking Isaac fucking Thompson, fucking however many. It's always Souths players, I know, but he will torture whoever the fuck is on that wing, whoever the fuck is playing fullback. If he smells weakness, they are catching every kick.
Yeah.
And that's what they get. That's what their downfall is going to be.
And Clear's kicking game will get you guys that win.
And their forward, bro, I can't. None of their forward pack ever lifts against your forwards.
I
I was telling Mitch this. When was the last time Tarpany had a Tarpany game against fucking Penrith? They never play to their ceiling when they verse
The
Penrith.
one time they did was like round 20 something last year.
They beat us last year.
Of an intercept, but like the game before that, you put 53 points on them.
Yeah, like it's like you're gonna win a one-off game, but I'm talking about like in a fucking. If you play 10 games, you're winning 9 of them.
Yeah. So.
But if you play 10 games against us, you'll probably win 6 or 7 of them. We went toe to toe with you, bro.
Yeah, 100%. That game could have gone either way, and I think, and we were both at that game, and we both said that literally whoever won that game deserved the win. They both deserved to win. They deserved to be.
You
a
would have
draw.
beat everyone else 13 plus that night. I firmly believe it.
Both teams were just off their heads that night.
Like, you guys are playing amazing football, and it's the way you beat Newcastle, mate. You usually don't flog teams, but you flogged them big time.
Like, put them to the sword.
I'm so sorry, Dan. I'm so sorry, dude. Fucking 36 kilometers he's got to run now because Penrith just felt like showing no mercy in the pissing down rain.
Well, I think it contributed from last week. You know, we capitulated against the Titans. We let them put 26 points on us. We didn't, and we near. Look, there was a bit of a moment. There was 5 minutes where they scored 2 easy tries against us, but overall, man, like I'm glad that we went. Okay, we're going to show up again, and now we're going to do it against the big teams. It's going to be a big. I was saying this on the Panthers podcast, and just to wrap it up, this is going to be a big, tough run for Penrith, and I think for a lot of the top teams, because we verse you guys, Raiders, Storm, and then we're probably going to have to verse one of you guys again in the finals. Both
It's
teams.
perfect
2
practice.
teams.
We got to verse both of them too. It's perfect for
I got
us.
a question for you then. Out of those 3 teams, which one is the one you want to verse, like the one you want to definitely play the most, and you want to play the least?
I know what you're saying about the Raiders, but for me, at the moment they're just unpredictable. Like I would love to. Once we verse Raiders and I get sort of a gauge on how we've played against them, I don't think I'll be scared of them. But until we verse them, because we haven't versed them being a top 4 team, I don't know what to think about it. And then I think the weakest one, I think the Storm. Honestly, there's no Jerome Hughes in this next 3 weeks. And I think we beat them earlier in the year if we had Nathan play that whole game.
100% agree. And I think even if Jerome does come back, he's not going to be the Jerome we know.
No,
because his shoulder's still going to be fucked.
His shoulder's going to be fucked. He's going to be back.
And he's coming of it getting worse.
And not only that, and he's coming into very serious football. He's not coming into regular season. He's coming into finals football against the Dogs, against the Penrith, against Raiders. You know, you don't want to... After coming back off an injury like that, you don't want to...
Look what happened with Hamole. He came back from 6 weeks rest.
Got injured.
Immediately got injured and is now out for the season.
Same injury too.
So that's exactly
do you reckon Storm rush him back? Storm are smarter than most teams. Do you
I think they do because...
They will because they need it.
Because when are you going to see a comp this wide open?
Yeah.
Right? Any one of the top 4 can win now. And we're going to get stronger next year. You're going to get stronger next year. Are Melbourne going to get stronger next year? That's the question that they're asking, I think.
Well, everyone thought this year was their year.
Yeah, I thought this year was their year too. They got Stefano, right?
To be their year.
And he's playing good Stefano. As I'm actually been liking what I've been seeing from him. Maybe he's hitting form now. But, like, we get Leo Thompson, and our super young team gets a year older and gets another preseason and keeps developing.
And now we get
your super young team gets developing as well. All right, but Melbourne, man, they got players that are starting to get older, and they got players like testing the market, like Kamikamica. I know no one signed him, but you never know.
Yeah.
Fucking Pezzett wants to go. Wishart, I know another team's gonna get Wishart. Do they have the next crop coming through? Like they could act like this might be the prime opportunity. Like if you're ever gonna rush a player back from injury, this is the one, right?
This is the season, because to echo your point, with us, we got Galvin. We get a year older and we'll have a full proper preseason with these boys.
Like we're one of the youngest teams in NRL, right?
Exactly, we are currently like one of the youngest. I think Tigers are still the youngest, but we're like the third or second youngest. But now Galvin will have a preseason with these boys. Bailey Hayter will have a whole season properly playing a hooker.
Yeah.
Leo Thompson will get a preseason with these boys. It's going to be all our current connections. That Carraz and Critta combo is going to evolve even more.
Yeah.
Matty Burton is going to get more experience.
Harry Hayes is gonna get bigger.
The kid from Woy is going to get bigger, mate. Big Harry Hayes. And you have other juniors like Tia, Underhill, Todd, Mitch Woods. They're all getting more experience.
You're lucky Mitch isn't here right now. I'm telling you that.
I know. That's why I'm talking my shit now.
But we can fucking talk about our juniors are coming, but they were years away. That's why we had to sign players.
Well, they had
now. And of course, we're forgetting about another big name. I saw him at the Tigers game, but Finau Latu, bro.
Yeah, oh my gosh, that guy's a unit.
Come on, bro. He's a fucking unit.
Like
He's like one of those stocky islanders. Like, he's not tall.
He's just like.
But fuck, mate, he's a big cunt,
like
bro.
that photo they posted of him when he signed, him in his jacket, he just looked like.
I saw him in his jacket, bro. He's fucking wide, cunt.
And
Like
he's just
wide. He's not like fat wide. He's built wide.
He's just like
stocky
muscle. It's actually,
But we're gonna talk about us very soon, mate. But I think if you're ever gonna fucking rush a player back now, it's now, bro. Because the comp's wide open. It's only a 4-team race plus the Roosters, I reckon.
Again, let's wind the clock back to round 24 last year. Let's be honest, Panthers and Melbourne were the only two teams people really thought were going to be the threat.
Go round 24. Go back to round 20 or round 18.
Go back to round 1, bro.
I'm going for the sake of this argument. This time last year, it was a 2-horse race. Now it's a 4-horse race. Maybe Roosters are a dark horse.
Yeah, but it's a 4 or 5-horse race, but the horses are slower than they were last year.
Yeah.
So you just got to be fast for 3-4 games. And you don't have to be as fast as you were last year.
No.
Like, that's the way I see it. So that's why I think they'll rush him back.
And the thing also I've noticed, or the thing I was looking at with this Panthers, with your run home, you obviously got Melbourne at Combank this week, Raiders and Mudgee the week after, Dogs at a core, and then Dragons at Wynn Stadium. Minus the Dragons, you're versing literally the only.
Well, and I think we rest. I think we rest against the Dragons.
I think we're going to rest our players.
If we're locked in
Sharks.
top 4.
Yeah.
If we're top 4.
I think we're all going to be. We're going to be locked top 4 now, I think.
Oh, I think we are pretty much. Like, Panthers are 5 points. They're 5 points behind us.
The Sharks lost. They're 5 points behind us.
Well, we're 4th right now, so Sharks are 2 games behind us. The Warriors are 1 game behind us. The Broncos are 2 games, and then the Roosters.
And we're
the
2.5 games above you.
Yeah, 2.5.
Yeah, you guys are 2.5 games above us. So
like one more win, and I think we've locked in for top 4.
Yeah, man, I think we're sweet, dude.
But
well, no, you guys are locked in for top 4 because Warriors on 30 points. There's only 4 rounds left, and Broncos and Sharks are 4 games behind you. So
we're 36.
You're 36, and they're 28.
Fucking hell, we're chilling, bro.
So we're the only.
We'll rest players. I don't think we're gonna duck a team.
So we verse.
Right.
So we verse you got. So we verse the top 3 in the next 3 rounds. That's insane.
That's
You
crazy.
versus the only teams that are above you. It's crazy.
But in saying that, if we beat both of you guys and then you guys versus Storm and one of you guys lose, we could go 3rd.
Yeah, you could definitely go 3rd.
So that's the highest we can
But I
go.
think we will beat Storm.
I reckon we will. Well, we'll save that for.
But this game is the big one.
I hope we guys verse. If I had it my way, I'd verse you guys first round because then there's a chance we can get the grand final together.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Could you imagine? I was thinking about that. A Dogs.
Dude,
Panthers
a
Dogs
Panthers
grand final
final,
would go off.
you wouldn't even see a speck of black.
Oh no!
Respectfully.
Sorry, respectfully.
Like respectfully,
You
dude.
You know what?
I
And
went.
that's grand final fatigue.
I went to no.
It's grand final
It's
fatigue.
not, bro. I went to Raiders and Roosters. I swear to you, 70,000 people were Raiders fans.
It's grand final fatigue.
And we have a bigger fan base than the Raiders.
It's grand final fatigue. I'm telling you that much right now.
It's not grand final fatigue.
We've made 5 grand finals in a row.
Who gives a shit, bro? You went 20 years without making one.
We 17 years it was.
Exactly, bro.
I know. And
like, there's no such thing as grand final fatigue. It's a fucking myth. That's not a thing. It's just we have the opposite of grand final fatigue, and we have a way bigger fan base.
We have grand final first.
You have barely people coming to your fucking home games.
But we're not at our home.
Doesn't matter.
At Panther, we're
That's
selling
your
out
home
Penrith
now.
Park. We're selling out Penrith Park every week.
Because fucking
25,000
half your
people.
fan base is on the dole and doesn't have a car. They catch the
the
bus.
train.
They catch the bus, bro.
But yeah, I think Panthers versus Dogs would be the best grand final to
would
come
be
out of
good,
this
right?
year because it would just like storyline wise, it would just be the best.
Product of our game.
The product as well.
Yeah.
If it could come out like it did the last time we versed each other, and also I think you'd see Speck and Black.
I just want to. No, I want to verse you in a sudden death game.
Oh, like a
Because if we fucking knock you and Mitch out, like you're gonna like, mate.
I'm going to Bali.
SH.
You're never gonna fucking
SH.
SH.
SH, bro.
Sexy hunk of meat.
Nah, not sexy hunk.
brother. All right.
Boys, Raiders, Manly. We already touched on this. This was purely lost due to Anthony Seibold, Chara coaching.
Well,
You just play Ruben Garrick right center and you win this game. But because you play Ruben Garrick on the left wing and you've played Tommy Talau right center, you can't expose the obvious mismatch that you exposed last time. I don't even think that Seibold knew that Chris couldn't tackle, but Garrick knew. And I just think if you play Garrick there, you probably win this game. Because they were dominating the field position and territory, had fucking so much ball in the Raiders 20 in the first half, and they did fuck all with it, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck all with
I
it.
was so disappointed,
And then
man.
what about the early crow from fucking Jazz Tavanga? Heavy metal Tavanga. Nah, mate. This time was fucking G's Tavanga last night. Oh, that game, bro. Because he fucking prematurely fucking ejaculated.
and then
He prematurely ejaculated,
Did
bro.
he
That's why
give,
we're calling him G's Tavanga.
he literally threw an intercept pass, like threw one of the shocking passes, which gave Sebastian Chris a free try, pretty much. Like it was one of the weirdest sights from Jazz Tavanga. Why would you crow that early?
I don't know.
It's like what 20? It was like half an hour into the second half.
I don't know, mate.
There was like 50. No, sorry, there was like 20 minutes to go. He scored. You're only in a lead by 2 points. There's still
Yeah.
like 20 minutes of football to go.
Yeah.
Calm down.
And it's just like one of those, we took it personally. They took it personally. And then Ethan Strange, mate.
My gosh, that
legacy game. He's already had one legacy game. Now he's had a second one.
3 tries, man.
He is a fucking amazing player. And the best thing about him is, like, it's the defense is probably the best part of his game.
Oh yeah. Well, again,
He hits like a fucking. Always hits right underneath the ball. Like, he's a fucking amazing defensive player. And his running game is so good, man. He's just got to develop the rest of his game. His kicking game and his ball playing can definitely room to grow there.
But again,
when it comes to he's a kid, bro. When it comes to his running and his defense, special player.
well, the play that defines that exact talk about his defense and his speed. I know, obviously, it sounds a bit funny coming from a Dogs fan, but that game against us in round 10, it's like we're on our run, making a run back to regain the lead or to take the lead. Tracy goes to the tray. I think for all money he scores. Who stops him as he's crossing
Ethan
the
Strange, mate.
line? Locks him up. That one tackle of the week with how good that defense was.
Can we talk about just how good the new crop of halves are coming in? Like, you got Ethan Strange, you got Izzy Katoa, Blaze Talangi.
Yeah, you look a little bit older. You got Matt Burton.
Yeah.
You missed one.
Lockie Galvin.
There you go.
Lockie Galvin. Sorry, I did miss that.
Kobe Black.
You also
Mitch Woods.
Yeah.
Joash Papali'i,
Yeah.
potentially. Like,
But he nearly lost him the game.
Yeah.
I know he's a fullback, but you're gonna call him a half.
but you have that new crop, and then you have your mid ones, which are, or like not mid ones, but like mid age, which is your Matt Burdens, Cleary is in that, and then you have like your older ones, obviously Adam Reynolds,
Like your Munsters.
But you're starting to see that now. There's the new crop, and they're starting to like show brilliance.
You can
It's
tell
really
who
cool to see.
the next big things in the game are gonna be.
You can kind of, at this point, we become a little more aware of like the talent we can see the talent.
And because they're becoming younger than us as well. Like, obviously, I'm younger than, I'm older than you, but like, I'm younger than you, but you grew up in the same sort of age group as like the Nathan Clearys.
Yeah,
and
Matt Burton, Nathan
Burton.
Cleary, they're like...
Whereas they were
like,
older they're older than me.
Yeah.
Whereas
like
now
these ones are your age.
these ones are my age or younger.
It's like Luca's my age,
Yeah.
right? And that's why I love him so much. That's why that's how I found him, because he was 16, 17, and I was 16, 17.
And now you look at Wemby, he's younger than
Yeah,
me. You know, it's crazy. So
And you have a look at like some of our everyone who's played in the under 19 state of origin is my age. I'm 19 as well. I'm the exact age as all these boys. So I'm paying more attention to seeing who from my generational group is emerging as the next big talent.
Yep.
Because again, I'll be able to say to like my future kids, God willing, these players I saw these players become the big things that they became.
Yeah, and they're going to be watching them starting out. Like, they're going to be watching them when they're fucking in their 30s, right? Like, these guys are going to be in their 30s when the next crop of our next generation start coming in. One day, Flaxy really needs a woman to breed with.
what the fuck?
Miss you. Not
you're...
No. When we were fucking setting up the cameras again, we were up to no good, bro. We'll fuck.
I don't even know how segue.
Get him a woman to breed with, man. He wants his next generation now, like Veruca Salt. Boys,
back to
if Seabold is, bro, surely
Sorry,
Seabold.
Dad.
No, Dad. What do you mean? David's like, fucking yes, Fred. Get him someone. He's gonna message me. Hey, do you have any cousins for Flax? I'll be like, yeah. Do you want him crazy or psycho? Boys, surely Seabold doesn't last much longer.
No, I'm sorry.
It's like, all right, mate, we just have to, sometimes you just have to draw the line in the sand.
Have we had...
Call a spade. Like, this cunt is a shit coach.
Have we...
Everywhere he goes, he makes them worse. Has he made a team better? No. Makes them worse.
But, like, how have we not lost a coach this year? Todd Payton,
Yeah.
Adam O'Brien, you know, now Seabold as well. Like Desi's
mate.
on his way out.
But the thing
Mate,
is,
the
you know
guy's
why?
name is C Bold, mate, because he's going to be C italic soon, mate. Fucking this guy.
The thing is, the reason why I think we haven't lost any coaches
should-
this year is because last year the two coaches we lost was Demetrio and Arthur's. Arthur, sorry. That's because there were replacements available immediately.
Yeah.
Jason Riles was immediately available. Bennett just happened to be off contract the exact
I'm sure
year.
Trent Barrett's doing something right.
He's at Brisbane.
Yeah, he's just the coach of Brisbane.
Bruh, like, there is an assistant. There is a fucking few replacements, mate. And I think Michael Innes is the headline one, but I think Sam Burgess is going to be a fucking amazing coach
Man, he's
once he
killing
comes down here, bro.
He's
And
so
I think
super league,
he's
though.
going to take over Wayne, but then again, at the same time, he has massive problems with the ownership and these fucking
With the
morons.
board at South.
Yeah, so I could see him being a coach of Manly. Like, Manly are a team that I think if they're getting rid of Cherry Evans and adding Fogarty, I think a coach like Sam Burgess could come in and make a fucking massive impact, bro. Especially on that forward pack that they need a bit of a boost right now, bro.
Well, again, you can't blame the forward pack too much because half of their forward pack is sitting in that injury ward.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Oh,
But I do. But, man, I also, can I just say this? I
Yeah.
also think Mick Innes will be a fucking amazing coach. And I think a lot of people will be happy because he won't be on commentary team anymore, even though I like Mick Innes' commentary. Because you can tell he looks at the little things in the game and he's very fucking... Like, you hear, especially like Andrew Fina, everybody knows about that clip where he pays a lot of attention to detail that he didn't really think of. And I'm sure a lot of the other people who watch the game don't think of all the little nuances and the really small attention, like the really small details as much as Mick Innes does. And that can sometimes, mate, maybe that can really make him a good coach. I don't know. I really think he'd do a good job. And I think a team like Manly, a lot of coaches, potential coaches are going to look at that. And that's going to be a lot more promising than fucking a team like Newcastle or a team like the Eels, you know what I mean? Because there has to be a big ass tear down and rebuild. Whereas with Manly, you don't actually need a tear down at the moment. You might need one in a couple of years, but like when they have Paseka, Ola Kawatu, fucking Brooks and Fogarty, I think will actually be an underrated combo. Fucking mate, like your backline is incredible. Like I think that's gonna be a really good fucking platform to start off with. Then you start changing the smaller guys on the team. Like They have to keep Ethan Bullimore.
Well,
I
they've
just want to
re-signed
say
him on for 2028 or something. They've
Ethan
re-signed him.
Bullimore.
Yeah,
Oh
he's-
fuck, he's
he's
the
on a
only
long
cunt having a
contract.
fucking crack, bro.
Man, he's such a good player.
Man, I always bet on him to score. I don't know why.
Yeah,
but
I
when-
think he has scored a lot.
Usually when he scores like a double
he
or something.
scores a double
Yeah.
only every time. So, but I really like Ethan Bullimore, and I think he's becoming like a legitimate cult hero, and that is some really good business. And I think if you find a few more gems like that, you'll be all right. And I think Jazz is one of those gems, but then he's going right.
Yeah, because he's getting a bit older.
Yeah.
But the thing is that Manly, it's not like some of these other teams that are bad at the moment. They look a bit like a Yaris. This Manly team's got like 4 Ferraris in their lineup.
Yeah.
Saab, Hopewadi, Talau, Kula, Garrick, Turbo. You look at those are all genuine gun players. And then you got Brooks, who's a seasoned player. I know Ches is gone, whatever. Fogarty, he's still one of the biggest boots in the game, probably the second biggest boot in the game besides Matty Burton. You got to look at it as a Manly lineup. Mate, they don't need to do a big rebuild. They just got to get a coach that can unlock the talent that's in that team. Give them the keys.
On
to
paper,
score
they're a
points.
top 8. They should be a top 8 team.
100%. The fact that they're not in the top 8, even with some of the injuries, it's just they've had their fucking spine for most of this year, bro.
Yeah.
They literally went to Origin period with Cherry Evans back in their team.
Yeah.
So
And they still lost to the Titans by 13 plus. Anyway.
Yep. Boys, Dragons v Sharks. We're not going to talk about this one too much, but I just want to give a good rap to the Dragons because they fucking rocked up. And I will say this, and you call me crazy all you want, but the JC situation made this team a better team because they've been playing a lot harder and with a lot more oomph in everything they do since this whole JC situation began.
JC is like an assistant coach. He
Yeah.
shut them up, kicked them up the ass, and honestly, they have been playing a better grade of football since that whole
Bro, they
situation.
know because you can't say that they don't listen to it because I know they listen to it.
Oh,
You can-
There's no denying
you
it now.
can't say players.
When Jack DeBellin, fucking old ass Jack DeBellin, probably never opened TikTok in his life,
Calls him a man of the
fucking
people.
knows JC and calls him man of the people. That's all you need to know. Like they listen to this shit.
all players do. It's not
But
just
he's like the ultra. Like in Italy, if your team's doing bad, they send a club captain out to front the ultras to hear the fucking fan base, literally, and they have to explain to them why they're doing so shit. They are doing the opposite for the last 8 weeks than what they were doing the rest of the season. Like their line speed, when this team shows consistent and tough line speed, they are so good. But the games, and they would happen so many times where the line speed will drop off, they just start off all right, let teams back into the game. It's a close game, but their halves can't finish it off. But the last couple of weeks, Kyle's been playing really good football, I think. Even in the Dogs game, I think he was pretty good. And I think they are all just playing as a unit and they're playing hard. And these young guys that they got are fucking absolute beasts. And I just want to give them a mad shout out because they've lost some of their best ones. The 2 Couchman brothers, Dylan Egan, and they're still having a crack, bro. So I just wanted to give them a big rap because they've been playing really good rugby league. And I know Dragons fans are so proud of the way that these boys have been playing because they're versing teams that are better than them on paper. My opinion, Sharks, number 1 team on paper in the comp.
Well,
And you beat them.
well here to that.
Finally beat them after 10 losses in a row.
that's what I was going to say. They finally broke the streak, but you go first, Flaxy.
Bruh, to that SEN fucking commentator, I don't know who it was, that said Sharks are in the top 4. Fucking hard because you're a fucking idiot. You're an idiot.
Never do that again, cuz. You got to show more.
Yeah, no,
I can't get the hard. Like I'm not.
No,
gonna,
no.
Hey, I'm not fucking Braithen Astor. Hoff.
Cod. He said cod.
Cod. No, he said cough. Cough.
Well, cuz. Cod.
We apologize to all of our listeners for that.
Cod. Cod.
Hard.
Do it, ready?
Anyway,
Hard.
No.
Hard.
How are you having... How have I just showed you...
Because I can't get that.
You can.
Bro, it's an.
You can do it.
You can do it. Like,
Cuz I told him what he has to do.
I'm
and he
white.
does
You
it,
got to remember, I'm
then he
fucking
does
white.
it, and there's even less than the first time.
Like, hot. Like I can't. Like,
You can.
Bro,
Cuz...
I just don't have that genetic. Like I don't know how you
It's
train.
not genetic, cuz. You bring the roof of your throat.
Hard.
There you go.
Hard.
No,
Hard.
no,
Hard.
okay.
Can you do that?
I can't do that.
He can't do it.
Hard. Like that's just.
Oh, fuck, I give up on this cunt.
Remember, I'm
Sharks,
white, bro.
you know what? I don't even want to talk about you, Sharks.
Well-
You're
Give me like 3 minutes to talk about.
No,
this.
1 minute.
Fine. Give me a minute. Dragons, you guys defended really well. Got his WD-40s back in his legs. That guy was really good. Again, he's a good leader for him, I think. Same as Clemmer.
Hey,
Congrats.
they're letting him go. I can't believe that.
That's crazy. But
I'd sign David Clemmer.
Well,
You would side Damon Clever?
Yeah.
you know what? Shout out though to what are their names? Sorry, Halangahu and Buchanan on their debuts over the weekend. Halangahu was in the under-19 State of Origin earlier this year. Played absolutely big minutes in the middle. Halangahu is a great outside back for them. The Dragons junior system is a really good system. There's a reason why a lot of them go to other clubs.
Yeah.
Because they're good players and they get their talent sorted out elsewhere. We've obviously signed one. Raiders have signed a couple. I think they're going to sign both. They've signed obviously Tamale. They're going to sign Finau. Like they're signing a few of these Dragons juniors.
Yeah, I think they might have the case where they keep the wrong ones. It's all about keeping the right ones.
Well,
now.
they kept the ones like Dylan Egan, the Cashman brothers. They've now got Buchanan. I think Halangahu is going to be kept. You can't have someone like that go play under 19 State of Origin.
I think with the Dragons, they just it's health because they always seem to just get these injuries. I don't know if it's a sort of what's in their training or whatever, but their injuries, if they can stay healthy, and then it's just consistency after that. They're the most. At the beginning of this year, we were calling them the most consistent team because they would win one, lose one, win one, lose one.
Yeah, that was the story of them last year. They would win a game, lose a game.
It's consistency and health, and if they can do that, then they're a top 8
But
team.
they're not the Sharks. I'm sorry, but how do you have probably the most stacked team on paper where everyone in that 1 to 13 is a top 5 in their respective positions, and you still are struggling against teams like the Dragons, a team you should put 30, 40 points on. You're struggling to... You had all the possession, all the opportunity to score, and you still couldn't lay a finger on them.
Are they missing their mongrel? Is that what it is?
That's what it is. It's mongrel and dog. They got nothing in them.
They got no mongrel in their spine.
They got enough team to get them to the top 8, but they don't have enough to push them further than the top 8.
The problem that I have with this team is when they get in position, I don't see anybody demanding the fucking ball. There's no one doing a Mitch Moses.
Yeah.
There's no urgency.
Fucking yelling at cunts, you know what I mean? Like fucking Gini. Cause there's no one that's like, give me the fucking ball, get the fuck out of the way, I'll get us home. Yeah. There's none of that.
And I'll say this with Nico Hines, like when he has no pressure on him, I think he shines the best.
There was no pressure on him this game.
Yeah, well, maybe not,
There
but
wasn't any.
There was pressure from the defense, but no external pressure.
Yeah, but I think it's more external pressure. Maybe something on this game, I'm not too sure, but get into finals, he'll crumble.
Dude, the problem with the Sharks is you get in their face and they can't play rugby league.
Yeah.
They can't.
You're going to
We fucking went to Cronulla. We went to Cronulla with no Burton, no Carraz, no Kikau, fucking no...
A non-winnable game for
Sam
you guys.
Hughes.
Cuz, missing a lot of players, cuz. No Matt Burton, that's the big one.
A big chunk of our
We
forward
went there,
cap.
got in their fucking face, and they couldn't play rugby league.
But we rattled them. We actually rattled them.
Cuz, get in their face, and they can't play football.
Yeah.
They can't dig deep and play when the fucking defense is rushing up. And the fucking Dragons were absolutely relentless.
Their defense was so...
And they couldn't play rugby league. Cuz what the fuck was Katoa doing?
And
then they got a bullshit penalty try on top of this, in my opinion.
Yes, I want to talk about that penalty try because, there's a lot of debate around that. Because, obviously, he's in the air and then they say he got tackled mid-air. What's your opinion on that? Look, for me, I think his foot was on the ground or something when he got tackled, so that's why it should not be counted or something. I'm not 100% too sure because I was half listening to that moment. I was getting ready to go to the Accor Stadium, so I kind of missed it. But I know bits and pieces. All I know is T. Wilton scored, which was good for me. I needed him to score anyway. What are your thoughts on this penalty try, boys?
Yeah, I think it was bullshit. I think everybody knows. I don't really agree with this one, eh?
Yeah, I'm in the same boat.
Yeah, well, again, I noticed a lot of the stuff was just being awarded to the Sharks. Penalties, 6 agains.
Yeah.
Sharks had this game given to them on a platter, and they couldn't do anything with it. Mortallo, who's meant to be a great finisher, he got
bitched.
That's the word I was looking for, but I thought I'd find
He got bitched.
He got bitched.
He got bitched. I'll say it.
AFB was giving it a bit of a crack, but even then, the errors were killing them. And that dummy Katoa tried, what was that?
That was one of the funniest fucking moments I've ever seen. That was literally a fucking
There was no
Real ones know.
There was no pressure on him at all.
Cuz Benny Hill music, cuz. You got to play Benny Hill
he
music.
He just dropped it.
Bro, he's had money on the fucking Dragons, bro. That's what he was playing like.
Yeah.
Boys.
Shout out to Red V.
Shout out to the Dragons, bro. Honestly, I'll give you fucking credit. You're having a crack. But
JC
boys, the next two
I was going to just say JC should have probably started maybe 3 games earlier. They might have made the finals.
Yeah, maybe, because I reckon they'll get close.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
They'll miss out by a game.
Yeah, game
probably.
or two.
You gotta look at that run home for the Dragons. I know they versed Panthers, this
Manly,
week,
Dolphins.
and Warriors.
They versus the teams that
That
are
are
in
fighting
their
for their
way.
season.
Yeah.
Besides Panthers,
And they're gonna beat the bogey team for Manly and the bogey team for the Waz.
But you're gonna know, like Panthers are gonna not put anyone in, and Dragons will probably beat the Panthers in that.
But again,
Yeah.
it won't matter
But
because
it won't matter because they'll be out.
they'll be out by then.
So,
Boys,
let's worry about the next game.
Yeah.
the next 2 games were off their head.
Now,
And
I
that's
didn't-
why I wanted a yalla.
Now I didn't watch this game, but holy fuck, I heard it was a.
Bruh,
All right.
let me talk then, because I know you didn't watch it either because you went to ACOR.
No. I watched the game at a call. I was sitting at a call watching it.
Bro, I didn't go to a course so that I could watch this game, right? And I just wanted to stream a game for once, and it was a lot of fun. My little cousins ended up coming over, so it was a bit of a different one, but I had a laugh, right? Because this fucking game was unbelievable. It was the first 15 minutes was fucking chaos, cunt. Smolder came out of nowhere and hit fucking Marky Mark hard, got penalised, and this is what.
The catalyst.
That was the beginning. That was the beninging.
In the beginning.
Yep.
The catalyst is what I would call it.
Yep. And Marky Mark scored 2 tries, but she was slowly heating up. And when Marky Mark scored that second try, and I kept saying, don't fuck with the nice guy. Don't piss off the nice guy. Then they pissed off the angry guy. And he started squaring up, bro. And I was
Bro, that was the funniest thing.
I was going berserk, bro. Shout out to fucking Spence. That was insane. And then he ended up... Then he got sin bin.
Hit 4 plays in one.
Then
motion.
Dolphins scored, and then the Roosters
That
scored.
reminded me of the fucking South Roosters game back in the
Yeah,
day.
when
they
everyone was
Sin bin
getting sin
Sunday.
bin. That was insane.
That was
But holy
2022.
shit, bro! Like I wasn't watching this game, but I got told about it. Like people look this up, bro. When you just see him go, but I was like, what the fuck?
Everybody liked that except the NRL and the refs.
Yeah.
But everyone else liked that.
Did he cop anything
Nah,
for that?
fine.
No, they didn't throw any punches or anything.
No one got suspended from
No
that.
one got suspended. They just got sin bin for because they were heated as fuck.
Because
right?
this is what happened. Because I was... All right, I get to that core stadium. I'm listening to the Dragons Sharks game. Dragons win. I'm like, okay, I'll check around for this Dolphins. I knew there was going to be a game between 2 teams desperate for finals footy. I said that first, I'm like, oh shit, that's a mad hit. Obviously, penalty, push and shoving. Okay, not much in it. Marky Mark scored a second try. I see on my phone Lenu doing this shit. Oh my gosh, I got everyone around me to watch the game on my phone because I was going ape shit. I couldn't believe this is what we're watching.
I'm so glad I stayed home because people were like, why didn't you go to the game? I'm like, this is motherfucking why.
4 sin bins in one go. What was it? Lenu.
They're nearly a 5th.
There was going to be a 5th. We'll talk about that next because the chaos gets even more.
Bro, Donga,
afterwards.
yeah, but then these boys get sin binned.
It's
And
11
the
on
game
11.
just went ballistic after that. The next hit up, CY Wong gets KO'd via head clash. I don't think it was a sin bin at all.
No, we didn't get binned because
Yeah.
it's a head clash.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
But I
not-
know Mitch is probably going to say, why was another sin bin then? And I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
It was a head knock.
You can't sin bin cunts for shit they can't control.
Like he went and
He
put
ran into his head, bro. Fuck.
shit happens, man. It's a contact sport.
It's rugby league, kind of. You don't
Contact happens.
You don't suspend or fine a fucking boxer for punching someone in the head. You're not gonna. It's shit happens, lad. All right, and cuz it's like, he just went ballistic, mate. And then the Roosters ran away with it, and I want to give them credit because their attack was fucking great.
This reminded me so much of the Dragons Roosters game on Anzac Day last year.
Yeah.
It reminded me so where Sam Walker just controlled the team, and everyone else around him just like put on the points.
But the Dolphins just didn't put pressure on them. And they were making 10 meters every carry, kicking the ball. The Dolphins weren't throwing nothing at them. They're just outclassed all together. The whole game they were just outclassed.
Man, they missed Herbie, and
They missed Herbie way too much.
This
bro.
was the first game in a long time where the injury toll for the Dolphins finally caught up to them.
Because Herbie was doing so much for them and he was so good defensively
They covered a lot of the
they
cracks.
covered a lot of the cracks. And now, they've run out of plaster, bro. There's just holes everywhere.
And they're
And they're going to lose this week because of it, I think.
Dolphins versus
Broncos. I think they're going to lose this week because of it, bro.
That's going to be a
Katoa
tough game.
can't patch these cracks, bro. There's no more fucking there's no more plaster.
like a Bostock. Like,
They got wrecked in the forwards, cars. Wrecked.
On the other side,
Spencer Leniu fucking got him back. He
got a
ran.
big point.
He got a fuck. They kicked to him, and then he didn't run at Molo, which I thought was. Everybody says he runs at centre because he just runs it straight. Whoever's in front, cause Molo just kick it.
Hey, he ran a Max King and Fafita.
Yeah, cause he runs a fuck. He nearly killed fucking Max King, bro.
And sent Fafita off the HIA.
Yeah, cuz. And then he got HIA the next fucking time he stepped on the field as well.
Yeah, I guess.
Which was, so it's like, cuz, he's a mad player, Spencer. And his try was fucking hectic because he was fueled with rage.
And he hit the shoosh.
Yeah. It's like, I watched Happy Gilmore too, bro. And fucking, Shooter McGavin goes, did you cut your ligament in your back? And he's like, nah, man. And he's like, well, if you cut your ligament in your back, you can hit the ball further. And he's like, nah, I power my shots the old-fashioned way, with rage. And that's how Spencer Leniu plays, mate. Everything is powered with rage, and you piss him off, and he's going to, more often than not, he's going to make you pay. All right?
And that team, like, speaking of just the Roosters in general, they're timing their runs so well. Like, with Sam Walker coming back, being like, everyone knew they were going to have a rough start to the season. But ever since they've come back and they've sort of got together and gotten into a groove, they've been one of the team, like, informed teams at the moment.
They've had their rough points. Like, the game against the Sharks, they probably should have put them away. Against Melbourne, they were probably the better team, but got outclassed in the end.
They beat the Raiders, or they end up losing to them?
No, they lost the Raiders.
They should have won that game.
That was a shootout between the two teams, but Raiders were ultimately the better team in the end. So, like, they've lost a couple of these close games this year. You look at that start to the year. They played good for like 60 minutes, and the last 20 was just like a complete capitulation.
Because they didn't have any halves.
Exactly.
Now they got halves, and they got forwards, and they got backs, bro.
And again,
they're a good team, and I never really had them missing the 8.
And look, I know I harp on a lot, but the junior system is such an important part of a team to build. And the Roosters, for a long time, always had the whole slogan of they just buy everyone. But man, some of their juniors, like Feketi, like that,
bro, Blake Steep, he's fucking
Hugo
done.
Savala,
yeah.
Like they've got so many other great
Billy
juniors.
Smith, I know he's a junior from their system, but he just gets better and better every game.
Exactly.
Rob Toya too.
But Grows to play Origin this year,
Yeah.
his debut season. Like,
They're fucking a good team, man. And Tedesco was unbelievable.
that was vintage Teddy. It almost, obviously for a while, it's been a bit of a debate between Edwards and Teddy. And then for a few weeks, I was like, okay, Edwards is the better fullback. And then the recent weeks with Teddy, mate, I think at the end of the day, I think Teddy has been the better fullback this year.
He's going to win Dally M.
I think he will. I think whoever won this game between Katoa and Teddy, we would have gone on to probably win the Dally M's. I think this is Teddy's Dally M. The stuff he's done for the Roosters this year, like it's been sensational. I think he probably will win the Dally M. He probably should have won it last year as well. So, yeah, with the Roosters, I think they're another really stacked team on paper with some of their Angus Crichton, Connor Watson, Teddy, Tupou.
The amount of rep players they have is
Marky Mark, but
Rob.
Tupou.
Can we talk about that? No one's. I don't know if you guys spoke about it.
The bullshit
the
rule.
The bullshit rule that literally has banned him from winning.
Yeah, it's the Marky Mark rule.
That's what it is. Did we bring that up at all?
No. They're for sure gonna be calling it the Marky Mark rule because it is the Marky Mark rule. It's just for Mark. But I know for a fact that he does not care about this award, bro.
He doesn't care.
This bloke versus the fucking All Blacks, and I still don't. Even though I thought that he should win it, I always thought Halasema was going to win it.
I think he will.
I think if you're going to put a rule like this, do it in the
after
off-season.
the season. I know.
You know,
don't do it mid-season.
I know.
Why when Marky Mark's hitting some peak form?
I know, cuz it's bullshit.
Because even though he doesn't care and he's probably going to go back to union or whatever, what he's doing for rugby league right now is good.
I'm enjoying Marky Mark.
And he deserves his flowers.
I want him to stay though.
I'm enjoying Marky Mark for as long as we have him. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah. I can't wait to see him in person this week, bro.
That'll be good.
Oh yeah,
we got this is gonna be a good game, man. Big test for both of us. They versus the Dogs.
Last time I saw Marky
at Allianz.
Last time I saw Marky Mark in person, he scored one of the craziest tries I've ever seen.
Yeah, and then dropped the ball 5 times.
Because you guys versus Storm the week after, don't you?
Yeah, and then you.
And then no.
Yeah. We got on a tough run.
We both got tough runs, bro.
But I think they have a bit of a tough.
They got a tougher run.
They're both in the top 3.
Yeah, I know.
So,
but anyway, both still tough runs. But again, it's good practice for both teams going into finals.
It's gonna be good, man. I'm glad. But if we win this one, I think they'll still make the Roosters.
I I know they.
Thank you. Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair
They
enough.
verse. I know they verse Melbourne. I know they verse South. I'm trying to remember who they verse the next week after that. I
They
know-
versus South's last.
Yeah, I know they verse us this week. Someone else next week. Then they verse Melbourne.
No, they don't play anyone the week after.
No, I'm talking about Roosters.
Yeah, I know.
That-
No, I was just he said someone else. I'm like, nah, no one.
Oh,
No, I think they will make the 8, but
I think the Roosters.
they've had Para comment.
Yeah.
So again,
the
two of
week
those-
after us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They verse Dogs, Eels, Melbourne, South.
They're on the same amount of points as Dolphins, and let's be honest, the Dolphins have messed up their
All right,
differential.
I think it's
so-
that time we move on to
Yeah.
the big game that we want to talk about.
Yeah, because
The
boys,
Dogs.
the Dogs, mate, they had a fucking good win in the wet.
Finally. a
Turns
win-
out the boys weren't capping. They really did want to play in the rain this
that-
week to prove everyone
Sorry,
wrong.
but that's got to be one of
That's
the
cold
all-time
as fuck.
quotes.
That's cold as fuck, bro.
To be fair, they had the potential.
What was the quote?
I'll read it out.
So
to you.
Raldo said the boys actually want it to rain this week so they could prove everybody wrong.
Literally 24 hours before kickoff, he puts this out where it says, the boys said they hope it rains this week so we can go there and prove a point.
And-
That was a big statement because let's say we'd lost this game. That quote would have aged poorly, but instead, it's now one of the best quotes of this year. That's like a win in my second season.
Yep,
kind of
and it
quote.
was like I must say, it was a whitewash. Like this game wasn't even close to being close.
No.
And I think
They can blame. Like I've seen a lot of like. Listen, I love the Wise fans, but sometimes you can be big crybabies. The referee was not that bad, bro.
They lack accountability sometimes. As much as I love the Waz and their fans, at times they lack a bit of accountability.
And you know what they also lack? They lacked a bit of bunty.
yeah.
I think
The
it's a
starting props made like less than 70 meters, both of them.
I think it's a classing. Like I think you guys were just in a better class of a team,
Bro, Max
and
King,
you guys would have won in the dry regardless. Like
if we played this game in the dry, it would have been we would have won by at least 40 plus.
We would have put on some more.
Like I
points.
think we would have belted them because we didn't throw any offloads this week.
We threw a couple.
We threw-
Carras threw a crazy offload that led to one of the greatest 40-20s I've ever
Yeah,
witnessed.
I don't even know how he thinks he's not held there. That's the crazy thing because I don't even. And we have to speak about that. Matt Burto might have actually kicked the greatest 40-20 ever.
it
I
was
think it
fucking
is.
so
Off
good.
the fucking offload, off rip, no hesitation from the 2 meters in front of the 20,
Belts it.
all the way to the 10-meter line. Unbelievable kick. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I just watched that and I'm like, yeah, I think I'd rather keep him. I think I'd rather keep him and Lockie together.
And it was interesting to me as well because it was off a fucking offload.
Offload.
Like it wasn't like a set play.
And
like,
that's what, bro, DC
was off
did
the
that
cuff.
to us a couple weeks ago, and it was fucking amazing. And I saw that shit. I saw that kick leave his boot, and I'm like, he's kicked a fucking 40-20 there, off the offload. I thought that was the best 40-20 of the year. And then Matt Burton does it in the pissing down rain, no fucking wind, 20-10.
yeah.
Like, that was like 85, that was, what was that, 65 meters?
Yeah,
went?
that is a fucking absolute belter of a kick, bro. And he's 25 years old. He's only going to keep getting fucking better at this shit. His only glaring weakness is his short range bomb. His attacking kicks that are high are bad.
Well, the thing I noticed, and I love the game plan that we came with in this game was
Early kicks.
that, and also Garvin for short kicking game and Burton for the long kicking game.
That's how it's got to be.
And it worked. Galvin, the amount of forced goal line dropouts he created, I was very impressed with Galvin. In this
And
game.
Matt's grub is really good too, by the way. I think his grub is good, but sometimes he kicks him too hard. Whereas
and it goes dead.
Lockie's been kicking him pretty well, bro. But the thing is like, okay, I have a bit of a problem with even though it worked, right? I do have a bit of a problem with the amount of third tackle kicks we made.
But again, do you know what it was?
I don't see the value in the third tackle kick if they're not expecting like it's not like they were expecting the fourth tackle kick. Like I don't really see the value in the third tackle kick, and we kept kicking too early, and we were rushing the kick, and he was shanking it. He shanked like 2 or 3 third tackle kicks. Him and Lachlan, right? Where we just like you take one more carry, and you get that extra carry meters, and the kick still has the exact same effect in terms of how it moves the fullback, how they react. They react to it the same whether it's the third or the fourth. We just get less out of it, in my opinion. I'm a big fourth tackle kick guy, but But third tackle kicks, I'm like, especially gone for yardage, I'm not a big fan of. Especially when we're not executing the third tackle kick. Fair enough if it's bouncing and it's bouncing and it's bouncing. It finds the grass and it keeps bouncing and it keeps bouncing and you get fucking all the way to the 10. All right, but when you're getting it wrong and the fullback's getting it at the 30 or getting it at the 25 out and having 15 meters to fucking run and you're starting your set defending from halfway, that it just doesn't have a lot of impact for me. And yeah, I understand it. We won, and I really like the early kicks, but I just don't see the value. Me personally, I don't see the value in a third tackle kick because the defense defends a fourth tackle kick and the third tackle kick exactly the same. Your wingers don't really drop back unless you keep kicking on fourth. So maybe we'll just try. But we were doing it. But our second early kick was on third tackle. The fucking wingers aren't expecting that shit.
Oh, not at all.
So I just, I really don't see the value in it. I think we just should be doing the early kicks on fourth. All right, that's what I think.
Look, I agree with that, but also I just think the plan was just simply the whole plan was suffocate them and just don't overplay our hands. So just if the kick came on third tackle, the whole point was just to keep the Warriors buried down their end, force errors out of them, and then exploit their weaknesses. Like down that right side, Rinakama got a really nice try. Kick-out scored a pretty cool try. And then when...
Do you think that was a double movement?
Nah. That was just...
I think that was one of those ones, like, if they called it a double movement, would you have been mad?
Nah. But at the same time, it was a 50-50 call.
Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't have been mad if they called it a double movement, but I also understand why they gave it a try, because he's in the fucking wet and he's been slid over 3 meters.
Especially a big man like that, he's gonna move. He's not just gonna sit still.
Yeah, he's fucking sliding, bro.
It's momentum.
We had fucking Rinakama fucking diving from fucking 4 meters out and sliding over the try line.
Well, you can do that.
Yeah, it was funny as fuck. It was so funny, bro. It was water slide, bro.
You gotta love that. Like, one thing I miss is like those old school games where you had the dirt and you had the mud and like you actually... It looked like old rugby league, and that's what this week felt like.
Well, that's what the game against you guys in Newcastle was like. The ground was so muddy.
Bro, Dylan Edwards, mate.
Bro,
War paint, bro.
What about those fucking people sliding up and down the hill? That was so funny.
That was great.
Newcastle fans have nothing else.
They have nothing better to do.
Want to have some fun at the game, right?
Nothing better to do in Newcastle.
Facts, bro. Critta, I got a question. So the hybrid Critta, I'm really liking. But do you think we're going to use hybrid Critta now that Tracy's back? I have a feeling that we're not going to use hybrid Critta until like second round of the finals, and we're going to pull it out of nowhere, and it's going to shock everybody.
What's the easiest game you guys? Well, easy. What's the softest game you have in the rest of the draw?
Well, we won't.
You won't be doing it against Penrith. No. You won't be doing it against. I don't think you will do it against the Roosters. Who else do you got?
Like respectfully, I think Melbourne's probably the softest.
And who's your fourth team?
Because
Sharks, but we're
going to rest everyone for the Sharks game.
Yeah, true.
Unless we don't, and then maybe we do.
It depends. It depends how you guys go. Because if you guys lose against, theoretically, if you guys lose against Penrith and you lose against Storm, you have a risk of potentially losing your top 4 spot.
We do.
Potentially.
Yeah, but I don't think we're going to lose to them.
You never know.
Potentially, though.
Yeah, I know, but the odds are that we'll be resting someone.
All right, let's then take it back then.
If we beat Melbourne and we beat the Roosters and you beat Melbourne, right, then we got second.
Yeah, fair.
So you guys are going to do us a big favour this week if you can beat Melbourne for us.
Yeah, you beat Melbourne, and the thing is, we're here on Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got the
Friday.
Wedding party. No,
I'm not going to be here, so...
He's got a wedding.
I got a wedding myself, so...
On Thursday?
Yeah. Arnie's wedding, so...
What the fuck?
I know, imagine him married.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Thanks. So...
No, he's gone to the Penrith game.
I'm not going to the Panthers game.
He's gone to the Panthers.
I'd love to go to the Panthers game.
He's gone to the Panthers.
It sucks. It's the last home game for us.
Top 4 clash as well.
I thought it wasn't your home ground.
Shut the fuck up, bro.
But I reckon we're going to go back to using Tracy like traditional fullback.
Yeah.
But, mate, we need to get Critta more involved in this hybrid shit.
Would you get him on the Storm game to do it? Is that like...
I don't even... he did play fullback against the Storm last year. And we nearly beat him with Drew Hutchison at Aami Park.
That was weird.
You guys playing him at Aami Park?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't get to verse him here anymore, bro.
Unless we versus them week 1 of finals and they have like third.
Yeah, I would really like them to come. I would love, because we beat them. We'll beat them at Accor, bro.
I reckon we would. The crowd, imagine our fan base.
Bro, they're going to fucking, like, we got 60 something last year. cunt. We're gonna get a lot of cunts at the game this year.
80,
Like
70?
we might get 70
If we
plus.
go to a prelim and it's our home ground, 80,000.
How much did you get against Manly?
50,000. It was just over 55,000. It wasn't 60.
It was
just,
55, yeah.
On the finals?
Yeah, week 1 of finals was 55,000. Week 1. I remember because I was sitting in that stadium.
Yeah, I was going through my favourites, and I saw that kick from Matt Burton that landed on the try line, and it broke my heart again because I was there, like behind the goalpost,
Yeah.
Yeah, that game
and I thought he made it. That's why it hurt. But yeah, it was. I would love to see us pull out hybrid critter randomly out of nowhere. But boys, we made a major change right before kickoff, bro, or day out from kickoff. Bailey Hayward to 9, Reed Marnie to the bench, and I cannot say that Bailey Hayward did anything wrong besides pass that ball when he dived up.
Oh my gosh, so sorry.
He charged down the kick.
And he makes the run. Like
He runs, catches the ball, then just slows down and waits for the pass, then throws the pass instead of just running like no one was in front of him. He could have just run.
Did he get intercepted?
Then he got intercepted. No, he got battered down backwards, and then the Warriors recovered it, which was hilarious. And he knew when the camera turned to him and he said, "Fuck," I'm like, "Yep, that's the 11 him."
I love when you
and
get
it's
those
weird
reactions.
how we do things. The players will have 1-2 good games in a row, bang, re-sign. But I think they extended him and then said, "All right, mate, he's the hooker of the future. Time
Yeah.
to give him a crack."
Yeah, I think on
And his running game, his kicking game, like he put 1 or 2 decent kicks in, I think.
Yeah.
And now's the
But
best.
he's zippy, man. He's very fast at a dummy half, and I think the more games he plays there, the better he is going to be. I know he didn't make fucking 55 tackles like Reed does, but he made 34 with 1 miss, and we shut down their forward pack. They brought back Fisher Harris. They fucking had Niakorte and Jackson Ford, and none of them made more than 70 meters, bro.
We were saying how Kobe Brown shouldn't be activated
Black.
yet. Oh, Kobe Black, sorry, shouldn't be activated now. But I think it's a right time for you guys because Reed Marnie is leaving. And it's good to get him into these tough pressure games and build him strong. So when you do have those easier games next year, or you build him into a high pressure environment now, and then when it comes to next year, he's had those hard games, he's had those tough games. And then if he does crack under pressure, you have Reed Marnie coming off as an impact player.
He hasn't cracked under pressure all year, and we've hooked Reed for him
and he plays
on
better.
multiple occasions, and he's helped change the game.
Well, again-
he changed the game against the Roosters. He changed the game against Raiders. And now we get his game-changing ability off the get-go, and I really actually liked Reed off the bench. I think he did a really good job. And the last month of football, like since he announced he's left for the Raiders, he's been the Cowboys, he's been running out of dummy half more than usual, and I really like Reed when he runs. It's just that he's slow. Yeah. And when he runs out of dummy half, he's not breaking a line, and he's not breaking a tackle.
How old is he?
Reed Money's
Late
28.
Yeah, like late 20s.
Like, he's in the prime of his career, man. He's a fucking great player, and I do believe he's better than Mitch Kenny. But he's just not best fit for this team because we have to play fast because our pack is not big.
Yeah.
But I want to say a big shout out to the big boys. Their first stint from fucking Samuel Hughes and Max King was fucking very, very good. And I believe, don't quote me on it, but they made like 10, 11 runs apiece in the first half, and they had more run meters than the whole Warriors pack besides 2 players that the Warriors have. I think it was Aaron Clark and the guy, I want to give him a shout out. Stowers Smith.
Well, before we get into him,
I called him Giz Tavanga, and I didn't mean any disrespect. I was just making a bunty video, and he was just a guy on screen who dropped the ball, so I just bagged him a little bit. He was probably he was their second best forward in the game, and he made 100 meters off the bench, not an easy mark, and I think he's 21. I think he was probably his best game for the Warriors, even though they lost, and I just wanted to say, bro, I didn't mean no disrespect, and I think he's a fucking good player. And he just looks like Jazz Tavanga with the bald head. And I called him Giz Tavanga because it was funny. And it just came to my head. But I think he actually had a good game. So I didn't mean to send any hate across to him, bro. He's actually a good player. I just had to make a bunty video and say, fuck, man, they're playing these guys over a bunty. And he was just the guy that made an error and that was on the screen. But he was one of their better players. But the 2 big boys, Max King and Samuel Hughes, their first stint, set the game up, bro, and we're never losing after that, bro.
yeah. I'll echo some of your points. Bailey Hayward, I think it was the right decision to bring him in as a starting number 9. Because again, he's a long-term 9. With all the other 9s that could have been possibilities, either re-signing with their clubs or going elsewhere, like De Silva went to Parramatta, Little has stayed. There weren't many other number 9s at the moment. So instead, they've looked at our juniors that we've spent so much time developing and thought, you know what? Let's go all in with this kid. And I think it's the right choice. I think this connection he's got with Sherry and Corral, that trio, again, it's spoken among the camp.
The Lebs.
The Shabebs, man. They're all... Yeah. They're a very tight-knit, connected group, and I think it's good that we've all got them now for a couple more years. And I think it's great. I think Bailey Hayward, again, he debuted round 6 against Melbourne. He's been in the team ever since. He hasn't left the team.
Fuck, he's good, man.
And he's had 2 moments this year. He hasn't scored a try this year. He's had 2 moments where he was pretty much guaranteed to score.
The Manly game.
Like that one against Manly, absolutely bombed it. Burton throws the pass to him, and I don't know what.
Nudie run.
I think he might be.
Calling, lad.
Again, he's only got 4 games left, excluding finals, to score a try this year.
That's Nudie runs calling Bailey. I think he'll get one against Melbourne.
I hope he does. I really hope he does. Because Bailey Hayward's been a lot of our juniors have been on the improvement this year. Obviously, Harry Hayes and Hayward, there are 2, Bulldogs juniors that are in our team who they debuted last year. And now they've improved. They're picking up great form. And now we've extended them both long term. Harry Hayes is now to the end of 2029, so Perth can't touch him.
Yeah, Bailey till 27?
28.
28, how good's that?
Again, he got 2 extensions in the 1 year.
Dude, I was so worried about him leaving to an expansion club, and I thought the 1 year deal was strategic, but it's clear that the boys, the club wants to invest in him. He's a fucking core member of this team, both on and off the field. Mate, Bailey, fuck, man, it's going to be so good to have you on this team for the next 3 more years, bro. I'm fucking so happy, bro. I was so worried about another team snapping him up, like a Parramatta or a fucking Perth Bears or a fucking PNG. Thank fuck you're staying, bro. Yeah. We're going to take good care of you, and I know you're going to take good care of us. Mate, this is, like, signing him is a massive signing for us, Flax. Like, a lot of other fan bases might not see the value that Bailey brings, but I know Mitch does, because Mitch always says, we started Kurt Mann, and those 2 games against the Roosters and Raiders were bad until Bailey Hayward came on and fucking got us going.
Well, again, when we were getting absolutely massacred by the Broncos, we put Bailey Hayward on to stop the bleeding, and that's what happened. We stopped the points from leaking. We actually managed to score a few points. We got some momentum back. Bailey Hayward's such a great player. I've always highly rated him. Pretty much since the game against Newcastle, the very next week, he scored his first try. He's been really good for us. And you look at it, he's come through our flag, cup. He's been our captain. He's been a halves player. He's done a lot for our juniors. And now you get to see his passion and faith has been rewarded so much for being a part of a tight-knit, connected group. And, he's great. I'm so happy he's part of
Chris Keating regen, lad. That's what I used to call him when he first came in. Boys.
Also, sorry, more about the forwards. Sam Hughes and Max King had such great first stints. I was so impressed. Mainly in Sam Hughes. Obviously, he didn't get to play at the start of the year. He had a syndesmosis or something. And then a bit of a shaky return coming off the bench. No, he was starting against Dolphins. He was a bit in and out of the team. I think since that Manly game, he's found a bit of form. He's playing good minutes. But Max King, I know some people, not going to say names, are throwing some disrespect towards Max King. I don't appreciate that. I think Max King has been such a great forward for us. Obviously, he's had probably his career best year. Scored 2 tries now, probably the most he's scored in his career in 1 year. Played Origin. Max King has been and obviously his faith that drives him so much forward in his team. I love Max King.
He's an absolute inspiration, man. He was on one this week, bro, and he's versing a very big pack, a very angry pack, and he stood tall, and he bashed them. He fucking broke them, bro. He broke that forward pack. And yeah, I'm just so proud of the boys, bro. Responding like that. And I know they didn't prepare for the game the week before, but I know for sure they prepared properly for this game, and they'll prepare properly for the games the rest of the year.
Well, again, I'm always known to be a bit of a positive doggy, so even when we lose, I still try and find the positives. And I think after what we had last week, we had a good and swift kick up the arse. This is like, boys, every week you got to treat it like we're playing a grand final every week. Focus and stick to what we've been doing all year. They got cocky. They got be relaxed after a huge game against Manly. We got complacent in a game we probably should have walked away with the 2 points. And I think now, that's it. The boys have now found a rhythm, and they've seen that trusting the system and trusting a game plan is going to work. Again, the kicking early, don't play simple footy and getting out of our own end, but then when we get down there and throw expansive footy, we saw Critta playing that hybrid role of fullback, which scored a really great try. And the first try I've seen live this year, which was from Critta, which was really cool. Again, he's my favourite. So, yeah, I was very happy with the boys. A very big response. I think this week is another big test. We're versing a Roosters team that has now picked up some great form. But again...
And their season's on the line. They got to win.
So it's desperate footy, so I can't wait.
Yep. Boys, just one last question. It's about the Waz. Their season is starting to look a little bit cooked. Is it time? They've won the minor premiership in Reggie's. Is it time to promote Jet Cleary?
I think they don't have a choice. With Metcalf out for the season, tomorrow Martin's got to work because the Cap 1 HA, was it?
Yeah.
Tanner Boy got dropped from first
Tanner
grade.
Kicker.
Yeah, well, he was scared of Kicker. Well, they were scared that Kicker was going to murder him. Remember?
Yeah.
So I think they're either going to bring Tanner Boyd back in, or I think bring in Jet Cleary.
Look,
I think it's time, bro.
Bring in the halfback that has done you guys such great wonders. Again, I watched their game against our New South Wales Cup team that obviously won in the minor premiership. We gave it to them. We almost won it, but ultimately in the end, they got the job done.
How fast is the fucking winger for the Warriors, by the way?
Oh my gosh, the speed on that guy.
He's a rocket, dude. They got this fucking speedster, man. I can't remember his name, but I watched this bloke and he was fucking fast.
But again, once again, proving my point, junior system matters so much. The Warriors are building great juniors.
It's very interesting to see because I think I haven't watched too much, juniors from the Waz, but I know that for a fact they've come back in a lot of their games. A lot of their games were games where they were losing at the beginning and then come back and got the lead. The issue is how is Jet Cleary? Like, you're putting Jet Cleary in a really lose-lose situation here where, okay, we're putting you in a very high-pressure moment, and obviously coming from the family he comes from, pressure, like, he would have learned that type of stuff and how to build on that, but you're putting him in a lose-lose situation because, he hasn't trained or he hasn't got it's a new combination to learn.
Yeah,
and it's in a high-pressure environment where they were the top 4 and now they're, I wouldn't say risk of losing top 8, but like they're in a high risk.
The damage is done, but
the damage is done.
Yeah,
but they're in a high risk of dropping even further.
But again, it's like in a lot of fans' minds, like the season's sort of cooked. They've got season-ending injuries everywhere.
Yeah,
this might be your chance to salvage it. I think it's a win-win if and not a lose-lose. I think if you lose every fucking game with Jet Cleary and you still probably come 8th and he gets a finals game under his belt, that's a massive experience that he can take on to next year or the future, right? But then if he does all right, then that's also a good sign, right? He done all right. But then if he does well and you get a couple wins, well, then fucking the fans start believing in you again and the fans get behind him. Like, that's how that fan base is, man. They cling on to 1 or 2 guys and they fucking hold on to you. Like Sean Johnson, like Mitch Barnett, like fucking Metcalf. And it could be Cleary, bro.
Is Jet Cleary someone that we see staying at the Waz for that long, though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they see him as
They see him
it's
as
not like he's going to
long-term.
go back to the Panthers. It's not like he's going to go to the Panthers.
Well, that's true.
And I don't think any other club's going to...
And he's probably grown up there, bro.
Yeah, well, he has, like, obviously the New Zealand roots.
yeah.
Like,
He's got
I know
some connection to that
He's got
club.
the connection to the club.
He's an Islander boy, bro.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
but
I'd bring him in, man.
I would love to see him in anyway. So, yeah, I'd
But
be
yeah,
interested
I
to see.
think... And what better team to bring him up against than against the Dragons?
Yeah.
Back in New Zealand, bring him against the Dragons team that they probably have a chance at beating.
I'd love to see JC's video after that.
That'd be funny. Imagine, I got to do with one Cleary.
Yeah.
Now I got to do with another one. Fucking, I'm stuck with Flanagan.
Yeah, 100%. No comparison.
That actually, I felt like that's something that that's how JC would start a fucking video.
I believe that.
You know what? I can't wait to see. I hope.
You fucking maniac. I don't even know what the
maniac.
maniac. I don't know what a maniac is.
Your name
I've
is-
never heard of maniac ever.
I've never heard that yet.
Like, I'm going to call him and ask him, cuz, what does maniac mean? I'm going to ring him after this.
Bring him up.
Cuz, all right, we got to move on.
To the 2 Sunday
Shout out to
games.
the fucking Dogs, boys. Love yous.
Up the Dogs.
And I think we're going to see some up the Dogs this week, I reckon.
We'll get to- we'll save
Remember
that
what I
for-
told
save
you.
that for the-
Remember
We'll
what I told
save
you.
that for the tips. Let's
Boys,
get to
South v Titans, Spoon Bowl, wank game.
Titans.
I don't even want to talk about this shit. Titans fucking bottled this shit. All Jaden came out to do is score.
Oh, that was one of the worst bombed tries.
But I'm
I've
telling
ever
you,
seen.
he wanted to go under the sticks because the sun was in his eyes when he was kicking.
Yeah.
He nearly missed from that angle before because he couldn't see the goalpost. I think Seaboss he's a fuck stadium to play at. And he must know.
During the day, at night, it's a fucking
but I think Jaden Campbell knows about that spot, which is why he was trying to avoid it. And then Latrell Mitchell, Indigenous round, locked the fuck in. Their best player, lad. He was their best player, and he got like no ball. He still made shit happen.
But
AJ got a double.
4 more tries.
3 more tries to tie it, 4 more to beat it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. 4 more to.
Well, we got to change it.
So let's talk.
We got to change it to the Alex Johnston medal.
Let's talk about it. Can he break? He can break it this season.
Yeah, he can.
Will it happen? That's
I
If
think
he's
so.
playing next to Latrell Mitchell, it's gonna.
As long as Latrell Mitchell's in that team,
he's gonna break it.
and
he'll be paying like $1.10 each.
all I'm
time
gonna
now.
say is I think the most perfect way this can go is if he scores it against the Roosters in round 27.
Oh, that
I
would
think
be
that's what's gonna
insane.
happen, and the fact that they wanted him a few years ago as well.
Just how perfect would that
Well, who
be?
they have? Let me have a look.
They got.
Dude, I reckon he's try
They
to
got-
break it.
Eels, he could score 2.
Yeah.
Dragons, easy.
I think he's gonna break it against the Roosters, and Marky Mark's gonna drop the ball, and he's gonna land right in front of him, and he's gonna score.
Well, wouldn't that be something?
Yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen.
So he's got to score because they have a bye.
He'll
so they have
score
to
2 against the Eels, and he will score 2 against the Roosters.
So he won't score against the Dragons, you reckon?
Nah, Dragons left. Dragons.
Everyone.
Against Sloan. Yeah, he'll get 1 or 2 against them. Or,
I think he'll get 1.
I think he'll get 1. He'll get 1, 2 against. He'll get 1 against the Eels, 2 against
Dragons.
Dragons,
And
and
the
then
last one to
1.
break it.
The last one to break it. The
Even if they don't
Roosters.
win, just break the record.
Break the record, and then let the Allianz. Let the guy storm. Let the guy storm the field.
Let
Let
them,
him
mate.
storm.
Surely
the field.
let them storm the field.
Allianz, the Roosters fans,
But-
the uproar, that'd be insane.
But boys, yeah, look, we can't talk about this game too much because it's a fucking bottom feeder game. But
Spoon
boys,
bowl, bro.
is the spoon sorted? 2
Titans.
games.
Titans
They're going to be
have
2 games behind the South Sydney Rabbitohs because they got to buy.
Yeah, I think Titans have won the spot.
Have the Titans won the spoon,
Titans
boys?
won the-
South
Who
Yeah.
they got? They got the Tigers,
Of
they
course
got the
the
Dolphins,
Ye-
and they got the Waz.
Yeah, of course.
And the Sharks,
They'll
yeah.
beat the Waz. They're going to beat the
They always
Waz.
beat the
They
Waz.
always
But-
the Waz. But yeah,
Hey.
no, they're done.
But I think
But the
Titans-
last game was fucking funny, bro. All right, it was funny.
Oh,
Two
that was
teams,
such a tough
two
game to
teams
watch as a
desperate to
neutral.
win, but also not desperate to win. There was a point in this game where the switch was flipped, with 30 minutes to go, and then everybody just started locking in, bro. And Josh Papali'i and Talan De Silva nearly threw this game for
What do you
their
mean?
team.
Josh Cardinally through the game.
Yeah, I know. But Josh Papali'i, or Papali, fucking intercept, knock on that led to two tries. And then Adokar right at the end, nearly Talan De Silva. All he had to do is just fucking pass the ball to Mitch Moses, but he wants to do too much fancy shit, which led to the fucking that set
Turnovers.
that they ended up kicking to fucking Adokar, who thought he was playing soccer. And then they nearly won the game, if not for that not controversial, fucking absolute stonewall black and white obstruction.
Yeah, obstruction.
So,
and
I'm
the
not-
fact
there's
that they
nothing wrong
called
with
it
that
live,
call.
the
Yeah.
fact that they called it live, mate, just go back to consistency, right? Refs got to fucking have some balls and make some calls.
Yeah, but
That's
Mitch,
their job.
exactly. But yeah, that was black and white, 100% obstruction. He's run around the player. Even if Moses didn't take a dive, he still run around Nana.
Yeah.
So I just can't give it.
On the inside shoulder.
He's caught it on the inside, ran it around.
Black and white, clear as day. It's an obstruction. But-
Yeah. But
Anyway,
Mitch Moses came in clutch, bro.
But I could not stop laughing at Talan De Silva just doing the most brain dead stuff in the last 6 minutes of that game. Hey, mate, come on, I'm talking here.
I know, sorry.
Oh, the
You
Moses
ca-
was like proper ginning it was so fucking funny.
You can take a player
just
out of
wanted
the
to-
Tigers. You
Yeah.
can't take the
Tiger
Tigers out
dust.
of a player.
Tiger
Tiger
dust.
dust.
Sorry, I was opening my phone to see, bro, 350,000 people watched that fucking video on me showing everybody Mitch Moses laughing, yelling, and bro, everyone was fucking dying. Because it was honestly one of the funniest moments of the year. Like Mitch Brown and James Graham.
Yeah.
Mitch Moses absolutely giving it to fucking Talan De Silva on multiple occasions.
No one would have wanted to be Talan De Silva after that game.
Dude, and I'm really doubted it when they got him because it just didn't make any sense. They've got Riley Smith. Riley Smith is a fucking quality player, bro.
Talan's a backup.
I don't know, but why are you paying $600K a year to a backup?
I don't know, but Riley.
Exactly. Riley Smith should have been that hooker for their future, and they re-signed him too, which is really good from them. But I just don't understand why they're spending such a big part of their cap on a hooker when they already had a fucking great hooker.
Also, this game kind of showed to me that the cheat code of kicking the Lomax isn't always going to work.
Yeah.
Because they shut that shit down.
Well, like, look, I know it's legal, I know all this stuff, but if you actually watch it, like, it can be a blatant escort. Like, I know the players aren't moving off their line, but all they need to do is have two players just happen to be in a blocking way, so he has to zigzag 1-on-1 every time Zach Lomax wins that ball. But if you watch the kicks, they always had like two players in front at the time before the kick happened.
They were waiting for it.
They
knew it was coming.
That's how they shut him down, because then he has to zigzag through them.
Yeah.
And then he can't. Doesn't get there in time.
Yeah,
and
and
he
you
drops
got to
the ball.
start doing that against Coates too.
Yeah.
I was going to say, there are 3 teams that have that same cheat code that kick to a certain winger. Parramatta have that with Lomax. Melbourne have it with Coates. And even now, when Walker in that team, they kick or pass to Tupou, because for some reason,
And Mark.
And Mark, but mainly Tupou. For some reason, that Tupou Walker thing, it's every time no one reads it. There's always no one there when Tupou happens to get the ball.
Because they leave him alone and they forget about him, and then they hit and then they just hit him with one kick. There's also one more, Katoa and Jerome Hughes.
Yeah.
And Munster and Katoa, like, just kick him all
So
the
pretty much
ball.
Katoa and Coates in the same team, just kicking to them.
There's this, just when in doubt, kick to them.
But it's a lot harder to stop Katoa because obviously he's a bigger body.
Yeah.
With wingers, they're big. All 3 of them are bigger bodies, but you can still somewhat stop them. Katoa made good luck stopping him.
Boys, are we liking what Jason Rolls and the Eels are building?
Yes.
I'm really, really a fan of what he's doing now. And I love how much emotion that Jason Riles
I love that.
shows.
I-
And I'm starting to see why this Bellamy rated this guy so highly, because he just needed to get his type of guys in.
Do you see?
And they're just playing way better.
Do you see when like Talon Silver was making errors, like he would go like, and it was like he's got like half the rage. He goes to do it and he's like, I'm not Bella. Like,
Yeah.
Or this is a kid. He's a kid.
Yeah.
He's a kid.
But yeah, no, Parramatta they're building something. Like they're building something good, and all they need is healthy Mitch Moses.
Yeah.
They would have been a top 8 team this year.
I think they're going to get Tino.
You reckon?
He's
I know-
testing the market or
I
something.
know he's
Testing the market as if everybody on the Titans is going to test the market. But Cuz, I think he was there when Rolls was there, the assistant. I reckon they've probably got a good connection.
I think this is.
They're
gotta
gonna
be
lose
massive.
Junior Paulo probably around the same time that Tino's gonna join, and they're gonna offer him big money. And it's such a fucking I fucking hate Parramatta, but it's a fucking big club with a really rich fan base and rich history, and I think that's a really good destination for him.
Oh,
but the thing
100%.
is-
And I would take Parramatta over the. If I was a player, I'd pick Parramatta over the Eels. Parramatta over the Bears. Parramatta over the Bears any day of the week.
The only thing is,
It
I'd
just
agree.
makes sense.
But the only thing is, will Parramatta have the wicket to compete with a Perth Bears, a PNG?
Fucking oath,
You
bro.
don't think those even? Let's be
Would
honest.
you take
wait.
1.5 from the Perth Bears, or would you take 1.2 from?
And this is the
from
biggest thing.
Eels?
It's
Wrong
the
person to ask because I hate Parramatta. I'd rather
And
go
I don't
to
give a-
Perth.
I'm
this
not
is the
fucking-
same thing.
fuck the club.
It's the same thing. Would you take $1 million to go to the Tigers, or would you take 800,000 or 700,000 to go to the Storm?
Yeah.
And then be under Bellamy and become a better player.
That's what
90%
Solano
of
did.
You know
yeah.
what? Speaking of Melbourne, he was obviously he began his part of his, or he was there at Melbourne.
Yeah,
They are lacking another mongrel middle.
I think they could get him as well.
I think I think Parramatta, Melbourne, Perth, and PNG are going to be the 4 key teams that can go hunting for Tino.
I wouldn't be surprised if
I
we
don't think
tried
it's
it.
PNG.
I wouldn't be surprised if we tried, but I
Bro.
doubt that we have the money to go for it.
I don't know
Surely
who
not.
has
Oh,
the money, because he's
and
$1 million
also,
player.
Let's
Yeah.
be honest. Is he really going to drive? My thing is, I don't think Tino would drive with our team.
See, this is the
I
thing.
think him as a person would be fucking perfect in
This
our
is
team.
the thing. Parramatta
And the
have a
fan base
watch.
will forget about all that shit that they. But I think the fan base will forget about all that shit when he's playing on our team.
People got to.
But I don't think he will.
I don't think he will.
People,
I think Jaden Campbell's the one that we'll go for.
I don't know
people
about
got to
that,
remember,
man.
Parramatta have a war chest too.
Yeah,
like they
that's what
have
I'm
so
saying.
much. They don't have Dylan Brown anymore, so
Yeah.
that's money
You know
off
what?
the contract.
We're all forgetting one other team.
Gutho was a big contract
Yeah.
on them.
Paulo's gonna go.
Paulo's going to go. Regan Campbell-Gillard was a big contract.
Yeah,
He's
Matto's
gone.
going. Fucking
Yeah.
Cartwright's going.
doing
They,
it
they
clean.
got
That's
rid
what
of.
I'm saying.
They
It
got
just
rid of
makes
that
so
many
much sense,
players.
mate.
There's one more team that's got a war chest or a brown paper bag,
Dragons?
a brown paper bag war chest.
Roosters? No, they got plenty of money, mate. Fuck.
That's what I mean. They have
And they-
so much money.
And that's where
They
I'd
put
probably
it.
go.
All their players.
Honestly,
are on
I'd take like if I'm Tino, I'd take less money compared to the Storm, less money compared to the Storm, the Perth Bears, and like to go to the fucking Roosters.
Yeah.
Well, again, Roosters almost signed.
Well, the good thing, the thing about the Roosters, man, is that if you sign with the Roosters,
I reckon they get them
and
both.
If you do good by the Roosters, Nick Politis will do good
You're
by
set
you.
for
100%.
life. They'll get
You're
you a private beach house in Bondi. You'll be able to do whatever you
The
want.
only reason Tino didn't sign there is because at the time NRL had an investigation and someone got done for third-party deals.
Yeah.
But now
That's the only reason.
my Uncle Nick would just they can throw that sort of money at Tino. They have the
100%.
money.
They
for
got
it.
the money, bro.
Again, brown paper bags aside, they still have
They lost a lot of players.
a
dude.
lot of play. Again, I think it was like at one point a $4 million war chest.
Gee, I don't-
Obviously, they've spent it now, re-signed a lot of players. But even then, players like Tyrone May were let go. Like they have money to spend.
See, it confuses me because like everyone, I just hope DCE doesn't sign there. I just would love it. Would
You know what?
it would make my day because NRL 360 and all these fucking
Everyone's
journalists
convinced.
convinced that he's signed already. We're just waiting for it to be proven. You know, I would love him to be somewhere else, but like, how much would DCE go for anyway?
Not,
Like, and what?
But
Like,
also,
I
look,
think he's better. He's hoping that he fucking signed that deal early on in the season.
and look, a big thing. Look, I don't want to talk about this during the Roosters game. I don't think they need DCE.
I don't think they need him either.
Like Sam Walker.
Sam Walker and Sandon Smith, like they're
no, Savala.
That's
not
Savala.
Sandon.
But
Sorry.
again, that's what I mean. They have Hugo and they also have Cena, but they also have a lot of other Roosters halves players.
They don't
coming
need it.
through. They don't need DCE.
Yeah.
They don't, and especially considering the form he's been in as of recently, not worth it. He's not. I don't know. There's a certain sparking has been removed since like round 1 this year.
the reason the DCE literally lost everything the minute he came out and said he wasn't going to play.
And
Yeah.
respectfully, no, that changed a lot.
Yeah. He should have just kept under wraps, bro.
He really should have.
So,
All right, boys.
yeah.
Tips for this week, man. It's going to be a really good round of
Mate,
rugby
you know
league.
what? There is about 2 or 3 fantastic fucking rounds of NRL coming up.
Yeah.
I think the next 3 weeks.
I think the AI made sure that the end of the season is going to be absolute bangers, boys.
You got
We're starting
bet-
off at Combank Stadium, Penrith versus Melbourne.
second v 4.
We're favourites this time.
Yeah, I'm
Well-
picking yous.
I'm picking us too. Hey, we got us. There's no Jerome Hughes. We're in the best. We're probably informed team of the comp right now.
Yeah, 100%. 9
yeah,
in a row, right?
9 in a row.
Look, my only thing
I think it's
is,
going to be 10.
That's what I'm thinking. But also, how much longer before that this bubble pops with Penrith? That's what I'm.
And look, my
I
dad.
think 2 more weeks after that.
You reckon?
Okay.
It'd be kind of cool if we're the ones.
Well,
that break
fuck,
that
isn't
through.
that going to be good, bro?
Yeah, it's gonna. Oh,
Especially if
fucking
we
no.
imagine we beat Roosters and then we beat Melbourne.
That's
And
why
then
I'd
we
like.
beat you.
That's why I'd like.
And then
to
we
verse
verse you? Oh.
Second versus third at a core stadium as a semi-final.
bro.
That would be fucking insane.
All right, boys, but what do
Well,
you guys reckon?
Panthers 1-12.
I want to go. I'm going to Melbourne, so I'm going to back an upset here. Melbourne.
I'm going to go Penrith 13 plus, mate.
Wow.
There you go.
I don't think we. I don't.
I think your left side's going to fuck them.
I agree with that, but I think we got big games ahead. We don't want to put all our energy in one, all our eggs in one basket.
This is the game, man.
I know this is a game because we want
Grand
to
final
prove
rematch, brother.
grand final rematch, and we want to.
This is the game you're putting all your eggs into, mate.
We don't want to prove. We want to prove everyone wrong too.
Yeah, you fucking win
Because
this
everyone's
game,
like,
cuz.
"Oh, you're beating easy teams. You had an easy fucking
Yeah, you
run."
have, but like,
But
still.
to be fair, when we started this
But then you
run,
beat
we were
us.
last.
Yeah,
we were
that's
last
true.
when we started. So
That's
we've
true.
literally beaten everyone above us.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah, Penrith
Boys,
1-12.
Warriors versus St. George in New Zealand.
Another important game. Jack Cleary potential starting.
Yeah.
So
He's on the line for the Warriors.
if
I'm
Jack Cleary's there, as a Panthers fan, as a Cleary fan, I'd love to see him win. I'd love the Wars 1-12, but realistically, it's probably going to be Dragons.
I'm
1-12.
going to go Dragons, and I'm going to go Dragons 13 plus.
I think Dragons just won at 12.
They're just in a mood right now.
But I think the Dragons, they're finally. Something's been sparked. I think I think a few too many chords has been kicked up their asses,
Yeah.
and now they're in some form.
Jacob Little 100% scoring in this game. Boys, this is probably the fucking... Like, if your game's not the biggest of the round, this one is.
Yeah.
Dogs versus Roosters.
Oh my gosh, at Allianz Stadium.
Fuck, part of me scared, but the other part of me is confident.
Do you reckon this sells out? It's Friday 8 p.m. Oh,
It could,
You know what?
if it's not
40,000?
raining, if it's not raining, I reckon we can at least get 35.
The Roosters fans, man, they don't show up.
No, they shot on a Friday night. They'll show up.
how much was that the Manly?
Friday nights drink. Yeah, the Manly one we had 25,
What was
but that's
that?
away for both of us.
Yeah. 30,000 could.
It's doable.
And he was fucking cold.
I mean, I do think. Well,
Justin Horror didn't bring a proper jacket, and that guy was gonna get pneumonia, mate. He had to borrow Eddie's jacket, Eddie's scarf, just to fucking stay cold,
Insane.
just to stay warm. Boys,
Yeah,
I'm gonna go.
Dogs 1-12 here.
I'm gonna say Dogs 1-12. I just think we get it done.
I think so. Look, the Roosters' attack is scary. Like, they have strike weapons all across the park. But I think our defense, again, we are still the best defensive team for a reason. We are able to shut down these sort of teams. I think we're going to be able to get kick out or isolate himself against Walker and just like steamroll him.
You guys need to pull the type of defense you had against us.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be locked in, bro.
I think both teams are going to be locked in. It's going to
Because
be
I think we're one of the few teams that knows how good this team is.
exactly. We respect them.
We respect them, bro.
We actually respect them.
And again, what's Matt Burton gonna do?
Bomb it to
Hey, Marky Mark, bro. Hope you've been practicing, lad. That's what you know what I mean?
Exactly. And we get Connor Tracy back this week. We get Tupanua back this
Yeah,
week.
Tupanua is fucking huge.
That's a big thing.
And Connor Tracy is fucking huge. Now
And now you're going to get Karaz back on the wing instead of Tuala. Like, this is going
And
to
I
be
think Tuala's done a serviceable job.
But look, realistically, Jethro's going to be the one that gets dropped for.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Jethro that gets the
they did it before when
Jethro's younger. Like, sure.
Yeah, but Tuala's a bit more experienced.
Also,
And Jethro has some errors in him. He didn't have a good game against the
And
Tigers.
Serrato also highly rates Tuala. Like, he's always been talking about how hard he worked during the preseason. I think he will pick. He has again when we versed Manly and Tigers, we had the choice of picking either Tuala or Jethro. He's picked Tuala every time so far.
Yeah. All right. Well,
And against the Broncos.
Well, that was different. We didn't debut Jethro yet.
Shut-
Yeah, but still.
Prove my point.
Sharks vs Titans. Let's,
I didn't really give my tip yet. Hold on.
I thought you did.
But I was more emphasizing how I'm very confident in the boys, and I think it's going to be a big game. I'm going to go Dogs 1-12 here, and then after this game, I'll be heading over to Mary's to get a nice feed.
Same here, mate.
Shout out Mary's.
I'm going with my mum to this game, bro, so it's going to be good. Boys, Sharks v Titans at Shark Park.
13+.
Come on, bro. You have to win this one, mate.
Surely Sharks. Come
I'm
on.
going Sharks 13+.
It has to be.
Has to be Sharks 13+.
Broncos v Dolphins at Suncorp.
Battle of Brisbane.
Yeah, this is fucking battle of the medical stuff, bro. All they're missing is Souths. I'm going to go Broncos 1-12 here.
I think Broncos. Well,
I think I should go for the Dolphins.
I want to go
but
Dolphins
I believe in Payne Haas.
I want to go Dolphins here 1-12 because Dolphins, bro, they got embarrassed.
Like, that was bad.
They got embarrassed. Like, I know Broncos lost, but they're also now facing 3 injuries. But Dolphins got fucking embarrassed, and 9 times out of 10, a team that is like top 8 caliber, when they get embarrassed, they come out next week and prove them wrong. So I want to say Dolphins 1-12.
I'm gonna go Broncos because they got that forward pack and they got the ease. You don't need to be a half back. You don't need to be a good half. They still got Ben Hunt, but you don't need to be a good half to know that you just have to pass the ball to Tony Staggs and you're gonna win because he hates the Dolphins.
Yeah.
That's true, but I think I'm gonna go Dolphins 1-12. I just think Katoa is. I think he's gonna. Again, he's been given the role as captain. I think he's gonna have a huge step up after obviously last week's embarrassment. I think with the Broncos, I think Walsh is going to think he has to be the one that has to carry this team. He's going to throw like 5 forward passes, probably knocks on the ball a couple of times. He's going
He'll either win them the game or lose them the game.
Exactly, and I just think he's going to lose in the game. And I think also a lot of these Broncos, their weapons, their strike weapons, they need a halfback to unlock their attack. And I just don't think now with both Reynolds and Mam gone, I just don't think it's going to... I've got Dolphins 1-12. I think
Ben Hunt's serviceable, but not.
Yeah.
But come on. There's a reason why he's played over 300 games and hasn't even come close. He's come close once to a grand final and he bombed it, quite literally.
Yeah.
Boys, Rabbitohs versus Para Allianz.
Eels.
This is
I think I'm gonna
Eels
go-
13+.
Yeah, I think Eels.
The
13+.
fact that look at this. I know we don't talk about it, but look at that. The fact that that's
Yeah, I think
no sense to me.
Yeah, I think I'm backing Eels 13+ here, man. I just think they're gonna belt him in the middle.
This is always...
That forward pack, man. Jack Williams, Paulo. Fucking, I just think they're gonna bet. I think they're
And
gonna fuck them
they're
up,
still
bro.
technically fighting for the 8. They're in this like I know they're very.
There's no fight for. There's 9 teams in the 8 range.
I know, but they're fighting. Like they're still fighting to be in a better position.
to
Now.
be in the range, all right. But listen, they're just fighting for pride here, mate.
They're fighting for pride, and I think, obviously the Rabbitohs are fighting to not be last, but in my opinion, I think the Eels are a better team regardless,
Yeah, I
even
think
if
so.
Latrell's there.
This is quite literally whenever the draw comes, it's always my least favorite game to watch because it's my two least favorite teams versus each other. It's like picking which team do I hate more to lose because both these teams I don't like.
Or pick one, mate.
And this one, unfortunately, I gotta stick with. I'm just gonna pick Power. I just think that Momax combo it might stick this time. But if South somehow win this, I won't be too surprised.
Yep. Boys, I'm gonna go for the upset in this one. Tigers v Manly at Allianz.
Yeah.
Why is that game at Allianz?
I don't know. No one knows why this one is.
It's an Indigenous round thing.
Because the next game's in Allianz as well.
But the Indigenous round was last week.
No, they're doing it over 2 weeks, so every team gets a home game to do it. That's why this week, both Dogs and Roosters will be wearing their Indigenous jerseys.
Well, that's good. I like the Indigenous jersey, and I'm going Tigers 1-12.
Because Roosters, the Rabbits game is also at Allianz.
That's what I mean. They're doing like 3 Allianz games.
Allianz, mate.
Allianz. So, yeah. So, this one's tough.
It is tough, but I'm backing the Tigers, man. I think that forward pack is going to absolutely nick the Manly forward pack,
I
bro.
agree. I think
Jerome is gonna. I don't think Jerome scored this year,
he hasn't scored yet.
and I think he's gonna score in this game, bro.
Manly need this to I know you said.
And when we see Jerome score, we're gonna say, "Hey, clip that shit."
Yeah.
You said it's a 9-game race, but like if the
Tigers are mathematically
if Tigers win,
It's mathematically a chance.
well, so Manly, right? Manly, if they win, they could go 8th, not off differential, but they could go 8th.
Yeah.
But West Tigers, if they win, they're only 1 game out.
Yeah.
Like there's still mathematically a chance.
It's not impossible.
It's not.
Also, you know what? I know we already talked about South and Para, but you know what? Remember all that talk earlier this year about South wanting to go back to Allianz? If they want to make a case for it, they should
win
really
this game.
Win this game, but also the fans should turn up for this game. If I see on Saturday night, I can't it's a Saturday night game, but if I see like 10
No, that's perfect. That's Saturday night game. That means people can go to it.
That's what
it's
I'm saying. But if
They will rock up.
But if they don't rock up, I'm gonna be so disappointed.
Because it's closer to one.
To make all
it's
the
closer.
arguments, to make all the arguments that you want to go back to Allianz,
Show
prove it. Show up on Saturday.
Yeah.
And if I'm the South social media, you
Boys.
do what you guys did. Show up.
Market
Boys.
the hell out of it.
Tigers or Manly?
Tigers 1-12.
I'm going to go Manly 1-12. I know the Tigers are
Adam
still
Dwight,
fighting,
mate.
but
Yeah, Adam Dwight, lad.
I don't know, Manly men, they can still win
Lebs, lad.
it. Manly can still win it, so I'm going to go Manly.
Boys, the last game, no one really wants to watch this one. Cowboys v Knights. I'm going to go Cowboys.
I'm going to go
13+.
Knights.
They really saved us the worst for last. No, after all the shit that
I'm
happened.
glad that Suey's wedding's on this day.
Oh yeah, I'm very glad. We'll tell you for the
That's a stinky week of football,
what
mate.
stinky game
Yeah,
day.
Yeah.
It's like the all
The Saturday and Sunday is stinky, bro.
Yeah.
Boys, you're going Knights. What are you going, Joey?
Cowboys 1-12.
I'm going the same, boys. Thank yous for watching. It was a fucking good week of rugby league, and hopefully the last month of the year, man. I can't believe we're here already. Remember when the season just started? It felt like yesterday.
I still remember sitting over there talking about round 1 kicking off.
I know, bro. And like, fuck, man. Both our teams had pretty good years,
Hell.
considering the circumstances.
Considering you guys had like more than
you were meant to be first, but then you were last, and then now you're top 4.
This guy literally went through eating like the world's hottest chip to now being a top 4 team.
That was funny as fuck.
That
bro.
was insane. What
We've
a
all
year.
come a long way, lad. What a year, and 8 weeks to go before grand final.
Exactly.
October's not far away.
I'll be honest, for all of us teams respectively, this is when our finals run is pretty much. We might
I hope it's Dogs Panthers. That would make for great.
it would be.
It would be really good to beat you with 80 fucking thousand people.
Oh, it'd be good to be.
You know what
mate.
would piss me off? We
I
versed.
think, bro, I might get fired if I hope we don't win. I hope we don't make the grand final this year for one reason: is I have no leave left, and if we win, like they're gonna be having the missing person report out on me. I'm probably gonna get fired from my job because I took too many leave days. But that's the only worry that I have.
You know what's insane? We could verse each other 4 times.
I know.
There's a possibility.
I hope that's the case. I'd love to. Out of all the teams, I think I don't want to verse Storm again. That's a boring grand final. I think the most entertaining grand final.
We need a new final, lad.
We
We
need
need a new
something new.
finalist. We need a new finalist, bro.
We need someone else alongside Penrith, not just Melbourne.
But let's just say Dogs and Panthers get the 5 feet. That's half a decade, bro.
That's But also,
We're already at half a decade.
the
but
possibility of being the team to break that drought.
Yeah.
I mean, to break the streak, to end the Panthers dynasty. That's a huge story, especially considering everyone has to call us the Canterbury Panthers, even though.
If you can't beat them, buy them, lad.
But also, like, no, we've only got 4 of their players in that team. I'm sorry, I think something.
Yeah, the Tigers and Eels have more.
Tigers
mate.
and Eels have more. They've actually signed more. What? Because also we have the coach. But also everyone say Phil Gould. Phil Gould was a Bulldog before he was ever a Panther.
Hell yeah, bro.
Anyway, thank you all. Thank you everyone for
Appreciate
watching.
everyone for joining.
Thank you all for the support, mate. Thanks all for joining. And shout out to Eric Growth for coming on last week. We had an absolute blast with him. And we got some more stuff on the pipeline for you, mate. We're not finishing when the season finishes. We're going to keep going. But we love you. Thanks for the support. Congratulations to Suey. Up the fucking dogs.
Up the
The
dogs.
Panthers, bruh.
Shout out League Lids.